I'm just a D girl from around the way with a whole lot of shit to say. It's your girl, KB.
It's your hostess with the mostest. It's Kiki.
What up, though? It's your boy B-I-G-T-A-Y, a.k.a. Pure Motivation. I am Mr. Energy. Everybody love me. I don't have one enemy. I'm telling hope, but these Jews are free. It's a win-win. You can't lose with me. I got my grind and my mind right. And I ain't on that buzz, so I ain't doing it for the limelight. If you know me, then you know that I'm more than a savage who loves living life and is allergic to average. So in conclusion, so there's no confusion, if you see somebody realer than me, it's an illusion. What up, though?
Hey.
Man, how was y'all?
On the last episode, you put that drop in at the beginning.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I was like, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I did a little more editing on the last one. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely was sponsored.
You are a producer.
Yeah, I had to make it within time. You know what I mean? Because we was probably at almost 3 hours. I'm like, let me chop this boy down for our listeners. Be like, you know what? These niggas is tripping. These niggas are tripping.
Like,
I'm about to go.
Fuck?
All right. But yeah, how was y'all week? Y'all had a good week?
It was good.
It was good.
Good weekend?
Good weekend, good week.
All right, cool. Y'all prepared for this upcoming week, man?
Of
No, we're
course.
going to get like 4 inches of snow, I'm sure.
When?
Oh, wait, I don't have to leave the house. Never mind.
When?
Tonight.
Tonight, actually,
It's
yeah.
snowing now.
I know, but I thought it was like 1 or 2 inches.
It's what my mom said it's supposed to get 2 to 4 inches.
You know,
like, we might get a snow day.
Shit.
My job
It's
don't
not
believe in
even some
that.
snowing right now.
I said no.
It was the middle of the night.
First of all, the kids were looking forward to that snow day last week because they teachers and stuff told them they was getting a snow day.
Yeah.
And then when I had to wake them up in the morning.
Well, it starts snowing. That's the problem though. When it starts so early, it's gonna be enough time for them to clear the street.
But see,
and be straight. Not in the middle of the night. If it starts snowing, then
Then it's different.
The real problem is the schools are making these kids soft because when you get to the real world, ain't no snow days at work.
Even when we went to school, though, like, we didn't get this many snow days. We didn't get cold days.
They get cold days.
We didn't get any of
what
that.
in the fuck is a cold
And
day?
Never had one.
And we caught the
barely
bus.
got snow
Some
days.
people, most of us caught the bus.
But you
to
know
school
what they
sometimes,
say?
so we
The reason why they call it snow days is for the walkers and the bus drivers. And you can't only say...
We still took the bus,
we
though.
had to stop. Like, I know it's coming in a minute.
17 inches of snow. We was out in that thing.
I'm like, at this point, I feel like my parents, when they was telling them crazy ass stories, we was walking in the... No, that really was life.
Yeah.
Like, what no... Yeah. And make it even worse, I went to private school, so we really didn't get no fucking snow days.
Yeah.
Man.
We didn't either.
Like, no fucking snow days.
It was like every blue moon.
DPS was the only people that used to get snow days.
They sure
Like,
did.
them boys,
We
man,
used to be
every
watching
single
the TV
time.
screen, like, it'd be like DPS.
Like,
that'd be the only school. Like,
you know what's so crazy?
Detroit
so
public
in my
schools,
neighborhood, in my neighborhood, it was two, what was they called? Colloquial schools, like private schools. It was my school and it was another school. We used to always have school. The other 17 schools in the area, all was closed.
Wow.
That was
We
horrible.
used to be so fucking mad. Like, me and my one friend walking to school, like, we the only motherfucking people that gotta go to school.
I wouldn't have went either, though. Like, nobody else going. Why we going today?
Ain't nothing like looking at the news.
School open, bye.
Goodbye.
And I'm not dropping you off because it's literally right across the street.
Well, my parents went to work in the morning, so they would never.
Well, my daddy worked at night.
If we went to school.
My daddy worked at night, so in the morning time he was
there.
Get up, like, Daddy. Everybody don't have to go to school. Everybody, but you do.
Damn.
Get your ass up. Grab your book bag. Go get them good boots I bought you.
Damn.
And then, you know, like, because I went to private school, we used to have to wear our boots and then change our boots when we got to school to them fucking penny loafers. Yeah. Like, bro. And I had to wear a skirt. But my dad used to buy me these thick ass tights. So I will say my legs never got cold.
Okay.
But
she probably couldn't even know where her legs was. Them tights was like army
so
tights.
thick. That was like super thick. And he did not play that shit. He used to buy me the thick stockings with the thick socks to put on, and then when I got to school, I would take the socks off, put them in my boots, and put my shoes on. Like,
I remember.
He did not play that shit.
I remember watching the news, and no matter what time I turned on the news, they was always on like the B's. And I'm just sitting here like, man, we got to wait all the way to the R's to see if it go, and then get all the way down there, and it's not on there, and I'm like.
I know.
All right, well, I guess I'll get
Well, you know, now we can just get on the...
I'm like, it's so much,
the website,
much easier now. Yeah. You look right on Facebook on their website.
Yeah, and then, like, for the little ones, their dojo is, if it's closed.
They do so much. They dojo, they email, they call, they text. Like, okay, I think we get it.
Yeah, and then for so much for the high school kid, they call and then they be on the news. And do they email you?
No, they just call.
Yeah, they call.
Yeah, they
early as fuck though. Like as soon as they decide they closing, they calling like there will be no school for blah blah blah. Like, oh okay.
Like,
but that cold day shit, that shit threw me for a loop.
We definitely never got cold days.
I'm like cold day.
Like what the fuck is a cold day?
Too cold. It's too cold outside.
Like we have to be mindful of the busters and the walkers.
Hey, you better.
Y'all motherfuckers want mindful of us.
They better bundle up. Right.
And now you see when it's time to go to work.
That's why they don't wear coats,
hoodies. Now, when I dropped Leonard off on Friday at the bus stop, like, all the kids... So, I was wondering why Leonard still wants to wear his thinner, like, Michigan jacket and, like, hat. And I'm like, okay, why? Like, you want to be so cute because what? Like, it's cold outside. Mm-hmm. But then as I drop them off and I see all the kids wearing hoodies and gym shoes, I'm like, oh, so everybody's trying to be cute. Yeah. Like, this is not... It's cold... And it's snow outside.
DJ will not wear a coat.
Oh my goodness.
He will not wear, and then
I cannot.
I don't know why he think his arm's so big because when he wear a hoodie he want to pull his sleeves up. Skinny ass fucking arms. I know you cold.
That's his style though. Like that's his thing.
He been that way for a very long time. For some strange reason.
Like I got pictures of him when he was like probably like 6 years old. He about to be 16 with his sleeves on his coat rolled up. He don't like stuff on his arms. Like when we buy him clothes, he only pick out short sleeve. He does not like long sleeves.
Yeah. I can guarantee you when he get older, he gonna get a tattoo.
No, because he want to show.
His brother got one soon when he turned 18.
Soon he turned 18, he's like, I'm going to get tattoos. Come back.
That's hilarious.
He asked me a day. He was like, I seen my god brother got his ear pierced. I'm like, yeah. He like, can I get my ear pierced? I said, you have to ask your dad. Bro, Keontae lost his damn mind.
What you mean?
Because we told him, when Deontay grew up, he couldn't get piercings or nothing until he turned 18.
Okay.
So he did that for Keontae. Mm-hmm. So now that DJ want his ear pierced, he like, if you let him get his ear pierced, I'm done with you. He like, I take him on his 18th birthday, get an ear piercing and a tattoo, but he gotta wait till he's 18.
He didn't tell me that because he was telling me I'm done with y'all. I'm like, that's all it takes. Hold on, come on.
Let's go get the ear piercing.
Yeah, let me see you be done with us, brother. What? For those who are listening right now, KD's giving me the straight face, the emoji face right now.
You be killing me. I was trying to get rid of my kids.
What? Don't die. I ain't killing you. Man, I'm just trying to get to the. I'm just trying to get to the empty nesters. You know what I'm saying?
We have a 5-year-old.
Put that nigga out too.
What?
Put that nigga out too. Just me and you. Okay. It's just me and you. Ooh, baby.
My auntie empty nester now, and she said she wish she wasn't.
That's because they don't do what we do.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
I never want my kids.
Man.
Yeah, no, let them stay as long as they want.
Leonard, like, I'm thinking about going out of state. I'm like, I thought you said U of M. He's like, I don't know, I'm keeping my options open. I'm like, you're 13. You are hilarious.
So my DJ, he like, my coach gonna call you from Wisconsin. Can you let me know when he call? Yep, because I'm about to block his number.
He texts me every day about that. They do be calling too. Mm-hmm. And they be like, is he ready? I'm like, man, he ain't ready yet, man. You gotta get that 1 grade back up, and then I'll call you back. Right now,
Wisconsin though, that sounds far.
Yeah, no, it's not a coach. It's a recruiting site.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And they recruit you and send you to what schools are looking for
First
what
of all,
you got.
one of our older kids go to Lansing, and we never see him.
Yeah.
And that ain't nothing but an hour away.
Yeah.
But the only reason why we don't see him, even though he calls me every day, at least 5 times. Well, he FaceTimes me at least 5 times a day. But because he plays basketball.
Right.
So before basketball season, we were seeing him every weekend.
Right.
But now we only see him like if it's a home game, we'll go. But they play a lot of out of town, like Chicago, Indiana. Like he just got back from Indiana, which I'm happy for that because it's giving him like we get to see stuff like they went to Kansas, nice. And then it's a JUCO, so they also they get to tour the universities. You know what I'm saying? A lot of scouts, which I didn't even know scouts look at you in college as well. When you go to a JUCO, scouts look at you to recruit you to their 4 years.
Okay.
So he got a couple scouts looking at him.
Oh, that's nice.
So I'm happy for that. His ultimate goal, he want to play overseas.
That's exciting.
So I'm happy for that.
He's
but it's
so
just like I haven't seen him.
But
his grade, when I tell you he's killing the grades.
That's good.
Like
because they
got
work
like a 3.8,
right?
Yeah,
that's
like
good.
where he goes, they do. It's called a study table.
Mm-hmm.
They practice 3 days a week and they have study table 3 days a week.
Okay.
I tried to implement that in one of the schools here.
That's
and
kind of
they
sweet,
would not.
though.
And you have to if you don't come to study table,
then you don't play.
You can't play.
Okay.
Yeah.
So study table is as important.
That's amazing because that means they care about your
game.
They care about you.
You know
like,
they care about it.
Yeah, they care about you as a person. Like I want you to learn.
They definitely care about like where your career is going, where your schooling is going. Like they care about. That's amazing.
His coach said his coach been coaching for 30 plus years. And he said he's seen so many wonderful athletes flunk out.
Yeah.
Because he said when he first started coaching, all he cared about was basketball.
Yeah.
And he said he had the best people on the court, but they either wasn't going to class or they wasn't doing their work or whatever. And the study table, he already knows what your assignments are. And he have a tutor. I think it's like 4 rooms. So it's like a math room, a ELA room, science room, and physics room. So you get to come wherever you need the most help at, you can stay there the most, but you're supposed to rotate.
That's amazing.
So yeah, he's determined to keep all of his players.
Because you gotta have a well-rounded player. Like, you know what I mean?
Because he's like, it's nothing worse than being four or 5 games in, and now half your bench is ineligible.
Yeah. Right, that's the worst thing.
You know what I'm saying?
Can play
you practicing for nothing.
You're just dumb as hell.
Right.
Yeah. And it's not even so much sometimes
not
that they're
dumb.
They just don't want to do work. They don't want to. Because they made their goal, right?
Exactly.
Because like my son, he on
that's
scholarship.
not enough though.
So in their mind, and I just
know that schooling is just as important as the basketball though.
So they got to do the study table. And he do not be playing like when he do come home on Saturdays, because Saturday the only day if they don't have a game, then they don't have study table. But Sunday is Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday I think, because it's 4 days a week I think. But he was like, when he come home, he was like, "Mom, gotta be back by 12." He like, he won't let me play on Tuesday. I'm like, for real? He like, oh no. If you miss study table, you cannot play. He don't care if you've been to every practice.
Wow.
If you miss study table, you cannot play that next game. Damn. And if you got a big project due, you might not be able to play the next 2 games. Shit. Yep. Or if the professors hit him up like such and such got a missing assignment, depending on what that assignment worth, depending on how many games
they don't play in college.
Like he literally will bench you.
I think they should. I think they should do that in high school. That's why I was talking to the coaches.
Because that's not real.
And I was really trying to get him in. I'm like, man, because my biggest thing is when we go to the game now, the kid they playing first 4-5 games. Everybody doing good. It look like a good team. And then game 6, everybody sit on the bench. Because they they can't play. They can't play because they grades are messed up and all that. Yeah. And I'm like, if you start this early, it don't have to be as many days. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't. I wouldn't expect the high schoolers to come through on a Saturday or Sunday every week or whatever.
Why? They practice on Saturday and Sunday.
No, that's what I'm saying. Every week, like
they practice on Saturday and Sunday.
They probably did before. They didn't do it this year. You could tell.
No, but, they have practice now. Whether or not the kids show up is another thing. But they have practice on Saturday and Sunday.
But I'm like, 2-3 days a week, make it a mandatory thing to come and do your work and learn and make sure your grades is up.
And nice.
And then too, you also gotta realize this: Monday through Friday, the gym is booked for the basketball team from they get out at 2:31. So from 3 to 8 o'clock, it's booked for the basketball players. Somebody practice from 3 to 5. Or 3 to 4 or something like that. No, they get out at 2:31. So from 2:30 to 5, somebody play, and then from 5 to 7, somebody play. Then from 7 to 9, or practice. From 7 to 9, somebody practice. So if you come in for the program, right? So whoever practicing from 2:30 to whatever, okay, that'll be your second people that you see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a way.
Yeah, it definitely.
First of all, they done lowered the GPA to like 1.9.
No. What?
To be able to play?
I went around and recruited people.
At least 3 point or 3.5.
When I was in school, it was 2.5.
It was 2.5 when we was there too. I think so too. But I went
in
to
our household, it's 3.0. But
I went to different people. I put together a team. I'm like, look, you got your degree in this. Okay, bet. So are you willing to do this? They like, yeah. I'm like, bet. I'm going to use you once we get it up and going. And I sat with the principals and the athletic directors. I'm like, yo, this is what I got going.
That would be amazing.
And the crazy part is we willing to do it for free.
That would be amazing.
For free. No cost to the school. Only thing they got to do is show up. Oh, it's not in the budget. But we're not asking for no money. What we're trying to build is a successful
environment.
Like, yeah, team.
You know what I'm saying?
Students. I mean,
because guess what? Eventually, these kids are gonna graduate.
Yeah,
and
then they gonna get woke up really quick when they go to college, and it's completely different.
And nobody give a fuck that they the star player. And
not at
whatever,
all.
no,
not at all.
Because 9 times out of 10, you're a freshman. You're not the star player of anything.
Anything already, right?
You know what I'm saying? So,
and that's the whole thing. It's kind of a way to build a culture. You know what I'm saying, in your building and in your program.
It's like everything else. Like you get accustomed to it. Like they're gonna get accustomed to studying.
Right.
Accustomed to bringing a book bag home.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Right.
And then before you know it, it become a way of life. You know what I mean? Like they don't have no determination.
Right.
Like literally.
I even said we can use your teacher. Whoever you got staying over that's probably in whatever program y'all might already have set.
They do have a program. It's called PASS program.
And that's what they kept saying. It's like, we got a pass. We got this. Because I went to a couple different schools. I went to our old school and I went to the school that the kids go to. And they was like, well, we got a program. I was like, I'm not trying to replace that program. I just kind of want to enhance it.
Yeah.
And I want to make it mandatory.
Because the problem with PASS is they got one math teacher, one ELA teacher, and one science teacher. But if you got 17 kids that need math help,
I don't know.
For one, it's only 4
hours. About like being in school.
Yeah.
Like it's not enough.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
And that's my thing. Is I was trying to create something that didn't feel like school and was coming from a different perspective because for whatever reason, if you're not getting it and you stay after school with me and you wasn't getting it with the whole hour that we were together, you're still not going to get it because I'm not giving it to you correct. So you might need to hear from a different source that can give it to you a different way where you're like, oh, okay, that's
that
it.
One-on-one.
Yeah. Oh, that's it. Okay.
17 to 1 because you're not going to.
Yeah. But what happens? They leave.
Yeah.
Because it's the same situation.
Because it's pointless.
Because it's one-on-one.
You're still not learning anything.
It's only an hour.
At the end of the day.
So either one or two things gonna happen. Either my turn never gonna come because it's only for an hour, or you rushing me because you got all these other people standing behind you.
Right.
So what's the difference between being in class?
Nothing.
There's no difference.
Yeah.
And,
but I feel like if you're in a room with a bunch of your comrades or like teammates, it's easier to pay attention because y'all all there for the same reason.
And that's the whole thing. But yeah, we're gonna keep working on it, man. We're gonna keep trying to break them down and help one school at a time as much as we can.
Yeah, and I hate that they lowered the GPA because
I can't believe
when
my 1 point what
1.9.
So that's what
2 years
C average.
No, that's a
D average.
Yeah.
That's a D average.
So they let people that have D's play?
Yeah.
What?
Meanwhile, if you got a D in our household, we like, yo, you might not be playing, brother.
Yeah,
you might not be playing, brother.
Yeah.
This is why I told my son.
Look, if he get below a B, I'm like,
This is why I told my son, I don't give a fuck what your school say. Your parents say, we don't play that shit. So get that shit up. Or you not playing?
Yeah.
And this is my thing.
That's when the parents gonna have to come in.
Yeah, because if I see you,
but a lot of them parents not even.
You should not let your child play.
If I see you grinding and you can't get it, that's different.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? If you grinding and you just can't get it, and you sitting at the table, you learning, you going all kind of stuff, and you can't. That's different than I don't never see you. You ain't doing nothing extra.
Doing it. Yeah.
You in there for that class for that 1 hour.
I agree.
And then that's it.
I agree.
You got homework? I did it in class.
I hear that all the time.
I did it in class.
I tell them that all the time. I'm like, if a C is the best you can do, I ain't tripping. But if I don't see you trying to do better
at all,
I got an issue with
if
that.
You're not turning in homework or doing a test.
When I go online,
and look,
you got 5 missing assignments.
Yes.
Bad test grades.
Yeah.
So, nigga, did you open the book?
Yeah.
I'm like,
it's all online. Oh, well, that phone stay in your hand all the time.
Yeah.
Did you go in your Google Classroom and look at your work? Oh, okay. Well, guess what? Ground it. Give me that phone. Go upstairs.
I'm going through that now with my son because he's like, I'm like, what do you want to do when you finish high school? Like, we're going through that now because he's 13. So I'm like, trying to get a plan in motion now. You got to start early for stuff like this. So he's like, I just want to play professional baseball. I said, okay, but you still have to have a backup plan.
Right.
I said, you're not turning homework in now, so you probably won't even be playing baseball if you don't get your homework turned in. So he's an A and B student, but I don't care if you're not turning your homework in, you're an A student. Like, you're used to getting all A's, and now you're getting B's because you're missing assignments. you're probably not going to be playing baseball. So what's your second option? Because you won't even be playing baseball if you don't turn your homework in.
Right.
So I was like, I don't know. I have to think about it. I'm going to make sure I do everything right. But we'll see. Like, I'm not, like, I don't play with school or nothing else. You're not doing nothing else.
Yeah.
So,
and that's
we'll
what
see.
we went through that.
We'll
we went
see.
through that with Gary when he, I just want to play professional ball.
Yeah.
I'm like, listen, you a beast on the court.
Mm-hmm.
But what happened if you blow your knee out?
Exactly. You have to have a backup plan.
You done been hurt several times.
Mm-hmm.
What happened if you blow your knee out again?
Mm-hmm.
Especially,
You never know.
Shit, I tore my ACL fucking watching the game, getting too hyped.
Mm-hmm.
So shit happens.
oh, she really did, too.
I did, I swear.
In the
Remember when I
bleachers.
was on them crutches for what?
Yeah.
Damn near 2 months. I tore my ACL.
In the bleachers, like,
I was like jumping up and down, like whatever, and I landed wrong, twisted my knee. Then I'm like, oh, I'm good. Meanwhile, my knee getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Got an MRI. It's not completely tore, so I didn't need surgery.
Okay.
But I mean, they wanted to do surgery. She's like, it's not completely tore, but we could fix it.
No.
And I was like, no, you're not.
Who wants unnecessary
No, you're not
surgery?
operating on me.
Right.
First of all, I don't play sports. So every now and again, I got to take a Motrin because my knee hurt.
Yeah.
But I don't play sports, so I don't need it fixed. But she was like, if it completely tear, you will need surgery. Okay, well, we'll deal with that when it
time
comes.
comes, right.
But it's only a little tore now, so we
good.
what I play? Nothing. Mama. Wife. That's what I play. I play that on TV. So, but I told him, like, what happens if that happens? Like, come on, you gotta have a backup plan.
Yep. Well, he's had a backup plan I think he had a backup plan up until this year. He wanted to be a police officer. Like, he was like, I want to go to UM, get my bachelor's degree, and I want to go to, what do you call it? The academy.
The police academy.
And then, then I'll just become a police officer, and then I'll be a state trooper. Like, he had a whole plan up until this year. And now he's like, I don't know. I'm like, okay.
Actually.
you know
Well,
what?
he has plenty. He has, a couple years.
I like that, though.
So,
I like that. I like that because he had a plan and he thought about
plan.
it, and then somewhere along the line he
changed.
reassessed himself.
Life,
Like
though.
he's like, this don't fit me. I don't want to do that no more.
Yeah, he got exposed to life.
Yeah.
Which is what Gary said. He like now he want to be a sports medicine therapist. So he want to be like the people like when the players get hurt.
They pay good too.
He want to be the trainer, whatever, would like soak them in the ice and all that. He really likes that.
Yeah.
So that's what he's going for.
Yeah.
So yeah. But it's because he loved basketball so much, they still want to be engulfed in basketball.
Yeah.
That's good.
And I could see him trying to do it professionally and still trying to find a way to do it with like the high school too.
Yeah, that's what he was like. What's that show? I don't remember the name of the movie. It got Queen Latifah and Common in it.
Oh, no, not that.
I can't remember the name of it, but she was the
Just Right.
Yeah, Just Right. And he was like,
I was about to say
he
Just
like,
Married.
He like Queen Latifah, man. That's all I want to be like that. And I was like, yeah, you'll do good in that, but don't marry Common.
Ooh, don't marry Common. All right, y'all.
Let's if you want to marry Common.
Let's give him let's get into some segments. We've been going in. Let's get into a little segment. Some of our listeners ain't got no kids. They like, all right, can we hear some good stuff? Can we hear some?
All
right, sorry, y'all.
But that's a relationship. The relationship between you and your kids is a relationship.
It is for sure. All right, so first segment that we have on the list is one of our newly found favorites, and it is
what?
Yeah.
I'm glad I ain't bust out something else.
She's about to go in. All right, so.
I'm
like, wow.
So, what 24 seconds is I go to each one and we give them a couple scenarios, questions, or situations, and they got to answer. They got 24 seconds to do so. All right. First on the list is my man Hank. Come on, Hank, sing that song. No, first on the list is Kick.
Who the fuck is Hank?
That's a song for you younger generation.
What's that song?
First on the list is my man Hank. Come on, Hank, sing that song. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I still don't know. I'm sorry.
But
we not that older. I mean, you're singing him.
First of all, I'm older.
You older, but I'm not.
I ain't never heard that song.
That's the hip hop. The hippie to the hip hop and you don't stop.
But you know
Rock
what?
to the bang bang boogie.
He got such an old soul,
the boogie the beat.
That's the only part I know. I don't know.
Look, Kiki over there like.
Right,
That's the only part I know though.
All right,
That's more than that. Okay.
Yeah, it's way more.
Apparently, my man Hank.
It's a whole song. Okay.
Next on the mic is my man Hank. Come on, Hank, sing that song.
Yeah, I never
They
heard
see him
that.
showing his age.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. I mean, it's hard to be 27. You know what I'm saying? All right. All right. Can you ready?
Yes.
All right. And go. Last girl you found attractive.
I gotta say the name or just say
Anything. How you want to describe it?
I don't really
Do you know the name?
No, I don't really. I can't
Favorite show you're currently watching?
Housewives of anything.
Kiss on the neck or kiss down the back? Down the back.
I like the neck.
Your go-to drink.
Benihana plum wine.
Sexual position you feel like you made up.
From the back. Wait, what?
Sexual position you feel like you made up.
That I made up?
Mm-hmm.
This ain't no 24/7
3,
one. This is like,
2.
A minute and a half.
What? You gotta think about it.
We need 48 seconds.
Like, I made up some kind of twist and turn from the back. I don't know.
It's one.
I don't know. I make up everything. So
The funny thing is, she answered it before it even finished the question. From the back. Wait, what you saying?
You can add more stuff. So
Your favorite sexual position.
Right.
All right, cool. All right, KD, are you ready?
That's it?
That's it.
No, she needs some more seconds.
No, she needed another 15 seconds to answer the question.
I got no crush on nobody, no females. Like,
First of all, that's a.
It just said last girl, not like.
I'm a well, I don't know.
She like the name. First of all,
I gotta say a name?
Out me on motherfucking relationship.
I don't care, but I ain't got one though. It's the problem.
She like that stripper bitch from down the way.
I really ain't. I ain't been nowhere, so I ain't really got no crushes. Really.
All right, KD, are you ready?
I mean, I was born ready.
Shot clock.
That's what they told me.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Get tied up or handcuffed?
Handcuff.
Worst toy you ever seen or had?
Oh my God, that green one that you got, it's weird. I don't know how to describe it, but it's the word. It's called Prince Charles, I think.
When I think about sex,
Come?
Next bucket list sex spot.
An elevator.
I love the way he.
Eat my pussy.
Yikes! There it is. Love it.
She ain't easy.
There it is. Love it.
That was easy, babe.
It was easy. Okay, so I'll make sure when we do the next one, yours is gonna be more.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh.
Make them both easy. The fuck?
Oh, make them both easy. Don't make it okay. All right. Let's get into a little
I
content.
really do want to have sex on the elevator though.
Do you?
Yeah, like you fingered me on the elevator before, but I want to have like intercourse on the
Let me tell y'all what happened to me the other day.
That would be amazing.
So
What happened to you the other day?
remember I told you what my next spot is that I want to attack, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm at work the other day, and I feel everybody on what the next spot is in a second. But I'm at work the other day, and for some reason I looked at the spot and I just thought about, like, I kind of envisioned us already on the spot.
That's how I be too. That's crazy.
I'm like, and it like I envisioned it so hard, like it felt like it was real, to the point where I started getting hard at the wrong time.
Oh no! Because
we was
at work.
Yeah,
right.
we in the middle of a nice little huddle with like the whole team, and I wasn't even thinking about the spot until I like glanced around. I was making sure everybody was there in the huddle, ready to talk about what we had coming up next. And I look over and I look at this spot, and I was like, just turned into like I was in the spot. Like my mind just went away for like a split second, like long enough for me to feel like I was actually in the moment. And then I turned away and I was like, oh snap! Look down. It's like,
What's funny is somebody is always watching.
Yeah,
man.
I'm sure somebody was watching.
I'm talking about
They already be want to fuck. Now they really want to fuck.
So my
Like,
spot is we got the.
I'm not doing this shit.
So
Tamale.
So we got this. We got this lift. If anybody know what a lift is, it's the machine that you get on. You can ride around in it, and
probably
it
seen
take
like Home
you.
Depot.
Yeah, Home Depot spots like that. You can push the button and take you in the air. So my next go-to spot is to have her on this lift in the air. We ain't got to go all the way up, like Remy Ma said, but just up there. And
I'm scared of her.
I'm like, I know she doesn't want
to but it don't. It shake a little bit, but not
it
much.
shake a lot of bit.
You ain't get on there.
First of all, when you showed me, I already had heart palpitations.
So she came up there one day, and I was like, babe, come here. So she came, and she got on it, and I took her to the top. And I was like, this is the next spot.
I almost had a panic attack.
I'm like, this is the next spot. But I feel like when the dick is inside, she's not going to have a panic attack because she's going to be thinking about the dick. Yeah. Now, maybe afterwards.
I'm worried about it.
Yeah, afterwards, she might be like, oh, my God, baby, okay, you finished now, let's get down. But
first of all, when you get in when those positions, when you be excited, you be trying to fuck for about an hour. I've been had a panic attack. That got to be one of them quick nuts.
I mean, I'm programming myself to come quick, so that way when we get there.
He going to be ruined.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was my special experience that recently happened. I was like, oh, my God.
I told him I would do it, but first of all, he want to, do it from the back, bent over. No, I want to face you.
Yeah.
Close my eyes.
No, so in my vision.
You want it quick. You're going to have to.
I know.
You need to see that
but it ain't going to be doing all that, though. Because I'm be looking.
Well,
my vision.
High in the air.
Let me tell you.
Close your fucking eyes.
My vision is this.
If y'all looking the same way, if you looking at him face to face,
your legs is gonna be over the ledges like this. So you're gonna be cocked over. Your legs gonna be over the ledges, and then I'm inside. So you gonna be looking up. You ain't even gonna see the thing.
Close your eyes. You don't need to be looking at nothing. Actually, just close your eyes.
Well,
I'm almost.
Well, if I die, at least you can say I killed my wife doing my favorite pussy.
Oh, I killed that pussy.
That shit is scary. It's high.
I literally killed that pussy.
It's high.
Well, I've done it on balconies with her.
Yeah, and that's what it's almost like. It's almost like a balcony, but it's not. It's a little different, but. All right.
Because it's like an area like this big, like
that's why you just need to get bent over.
Okay, you know what? You know it's a bar right across the street.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna get drunk first.
I don't know if I want to be drunk operating the machinery like that, though.
I'm gonna be stuck up there and shit. Like I don't know what button to hit. I don't know which button to hit to go down. So we stuck up here.
Yeah, we just here.
I'm gonna get drunk, so then I won't care how.
We're gonna be on the next show calling 911 for something stupid.
When we had sex on the balcony, I was drunk.
That was the Miami
is
one.
Amazing sex.
Yeah, but I'm
like just looking
so
over,
afraid of
bent over, just looking over.
I watched
was afraid of heights too, but that really didn't stop shit. Okay, didn't stop shit.
Yeah, once your dick get hard, you ain't afraid of nothing at that moment. You you can probably
people outside.
Man, you feel like you gonna fight a bullet.
That's how it was in Miami.
I ain't give a fuck.
We was fucking, and we had a room right off the beach. We was fucking, and I'm like, man, they watching us. He like, let's give him a show. I'm like, cool.
Man, I went
in
then.
People was like, well, yeah, at Bellagio.
There was a lot of people fishing.
I went in then. I was
and
like,
there was an old man that just wouldn't go away. I was like, fuck it. Well, he gonna get a show today.
Well, fuck it.
Yeah, kids over here,
so we ain't gonna fuck in front of no kids.
That's not gonna be no.
With this Menace to Society, I ain't up for no kids or no old folks.
Old folks all adult resort. I don't care about fucking in front of old people, but kids,
old people be wanting to see it.
Kids that feel like child molestation.
Because he seen us start and he just stayed there.
He was like that. He was like. He started reaching his hand down, started playing with it.
We started on the tree, and then we ended up.
He don't know Pornhub.com, so he was just watching. That was not an ad. He was just watching.
Thank you,
man.
Whacking his willy.
All right, so quick question for y'all.
What up?
For those who see me and know me, let me ask you a question, and I'm asking you too because you're here. But I want y'all. Do I look like I have a felony?
Yes.
I would say yes as well.
Because I guess people with felonies got a certain look.
Because you look like a little thug sometimes. You do.
Somebody,
you got the hair, like you just got the tattoos. You got the tattoos. You got the...
And the reason I asked that is because Katie and I was out eating one day.
Oh.
We getting our steak on, just chilling, eating, kicking it. My man came to the back and he was like, "Excuse me, brother." I turned around. I'm like, "What's up?" He's like, "Listen, man, we doing something at the church down here in a couple weeks where we expunging all felonies." I'm like, I just look at KD like, "Yo, I look like I got a felony."
What you do, like, cause remember, like your locks was not braided, so they was like hanging, And then he had a short sleeve shirt, so all his tattoos were showing. I mean, it's stereotypical, but
yeah.
I'm like, what in the world? He's like,
and he wasn't shaved.
Then he tried to fix it. He was like, just tell everybody you know. I was like, I don't even know if you just fixed it by saying that. I think you might have made it worse because you think everybody I know got felonies now.
It's like,
I mean,
it's like
black
when people,
male. So.
It's like when people first used to meet the twins, right?
Yeah.
Everybody used to swear up and down they sold dope. Mm-hmm. And I used to be like, no, they work for Ford. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially more so your ex-husband. They used to be like, you know, like because he not so much flashy, but remember he used to always wear like his Mitchell, whatever. What's them people called?
Oh, Mitchell Ness.
The jackets and stuff. Yeah. Or like the Jordans and stuff like that. So people used to always ask me all the time. And then he had that fucking truck, which, I mean, it's not like super fancy or super.
I mean, at that time it was.
It was. And they, like, brand new truck, whatever. Yeah. So I was like, he sell dope? Like, no.
Yeah.
Like, he work for Ford. Like, he got a good ass job. You know what I'm saying? Then they start seeing the other twin. Even though I found out later on in life that a lot of my family thought they was the same people. So that could also maybe feel like, because he had like that white car, that Lincoln.
Yeah, he had all the cars. He got all the cars.
Yeah, so maybe
everything.
that's why. And then like you had like 2 different cars. So maybe that's why we felt like he sold dope. But I'm like, why do y'all feel like he sell dope? Like, I didn't feel like he was super flashy. But I mean, maybe nicer stuff than most people. Right. I'm like, no, he works. Like, so many people used to ask me. He's not flashy at all.
He stay together.
But he do keep his stuff together. Yeah. So I feel like people used to ask me all the time, like, do he sell dope? Like, no, he worked for Ford. Like, he's like, oh, he's so young. Like, he's not really young either. But
that's funny because when I first met him, like, it was people that clearly in his neighborhood thought he, like, clearly sold something. Because we went to eat one day and came back and they, like, trashed his whole house. Like, the whole house was, like, turned upside down.
Yeah, because they thought some work was in there.
Listen to what they did, though. They opened the refrigerator, took everything out of the refrigerator, took everything out of the cabinets. So they were looking for something. You know
I'm about to say, that sounds like an animal that he didn't feed.
No, they were looking for coke.
They were looking for drugs or money.
Yeah.
Sure. But, which I thought was crazy. I'm like, we were only gone for like 45 minutes.
That's why they was waiting for y'all to leave.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That nigga had a dog and he didn't feed the dog. The dog was like, I know something around here.
It was a dog, but it was a small dog.
Ain't no dog went in the freezer.
Hey, he in the
freezer.
No,
I remember
cabinets.
Like, we had some at the house and they was like,
what them treats that he had?
They're like, hey, tell your boy to put me on. I'm like, my boy who? Put you on what? They're like, my man that drive the silver truck, he don't sell dope. I'm like, no, like he worked for Ford. They're like, are you sure? Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure. Like, that's what him and his wife told me. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, and they're like, oh, they always so well put together. Like, you was always nice. The kids was always nice. So it was just like the assumption was. But I'm like, no. Even like we went through that. Like, they used to be like, y'all sell drugs like legally.
Right.
Like, we farm tech, so I mean, I guess. But some people get off their ass and go to work.
Right.
Everybody ain't doing good for themselves because they selling dope. You know what I'm saying? But I think that's stereotypical in our community. Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody had never asked me that about my oldest brother. And that nigga lit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody ever asked me that about him.
Because he's a different color.
They're like, he a lawyer.
He's a different color.
They're like, he a lawyer. He a doctor.
Man. You see how many people
work for a boxing company.
You see how many people straighten up when they come walk through the club? They're like, "Oh my God, let me straighten up."
Bro, the funniest shit in the world was when we used to work at the Steam. He used to come down, and he used to come there because my cousin used to let him, you know, like drink, eat for free because we family, right? Right. When he used to come in that bitch, when I say he used to clear that bitch out, because everybody thought he was the Fed.
I was just about to say, they probably thought he was a police officer.
No, they thought he was the Fed.
Yeah.
They like, you see that ink pen in his pocket? That's a recording device. I used to be like, that's my brother.
They like, we out.
They like, that's your...
See y'all tomorrow.
Your brother the Fed's like, no, he an engineer. Like, y'all can go back in there. Like, but they used to be so scared. Like, I'm telling you, he used to walk in, people used to look. Now, mind you, most of the time when people doing a raid, they can't drink. So he drinking and eating, but people still scared.
They don't know that though.
They ain't paying attention to it. They just say,
I mean, yeah.
They just see a white person come through.
That's true. They just saying him.
Yeah, he used to clear the bar out. Like, when I say, I'm talking about that bitch could be packed like sardines. When he walk in that bitch, because he gonna have his khakis, his button up and his tie, because that's what he used to have to wear to work.
Oh, Lord.
I'm talking about clear that with his Doc Martin thick ass shoes on. Clear that bitch out. My cousin used to be like, can you just come before 7?
Come before 7. Leave by 8.
Daytime.
All right.
Or
leave by 9.
can I
9
dress
is the time.
Can I just pick you out one outfit that when you gonna come here, this outfit you wear? And he's like, sure.
He gonna pick out a big FUBU outfit just so they know, like, you know, you're not too hip, but you ain't too out of.
Yeah.
All right, here go.
And then you gotta realize the state is
school.
Southwest Detroit, so it's not a lot of Caucasian people that hang out.
Anyway, right.
And when he just walk in that bitch, it's just like. And then that was around the time when like Big Meech and them got indicted, so they was just really feeling. They like, you see that ink pen? When my man told me like, hey, who's my man that just walked in with the khakis on? I'm like, that's my brother. He like, can you go get the ink pen from him? I'm like, what?
They really thought it was a recording
What
device?
ink pen? He like, he got an ink pen in
hilarious.
his pocket. He like, if you can get the ink pen from him, I'll go back in there. So I just went there like, he did have an ink pen in his pocket.
That's some old man shit though.
So I'm like,
My dad used to wear that. Like,
so I'm like, can I get your ink pen?
Button up shirt with the ink pen,
Yeah,
with the
with the tie. I'm like, can I get?
My dad used
Can
to
I
do
have your
that.
ink pen? So he like, yeah. So I went back out like, here go the ink pen. And then they went back in, but they was really concerned. But I even like unscrewed it like,
there's nothing in here.
bro, this just an ink pen from work. Like it's nothing. But that, I mean, stereotypical. Like you a white boy, dressed nice, hanging out. Well,
in
not
this area,
not necessarily dressed nice,
but in this area,
yeah, driving a fucking. Back in the day, he had. Is that when he had his 300?
Yeah.
Charger.
Yeah, he had a Charger.
Like
nice
he always
car.
had really nice cars.
A
Like
nice car.
even now, he got a super nice car. So.
I was thinking, I'm like, okay, the problem is I don't think I know one felon to even tell this information to. So now I just got this information.
I don't either, honestly.
I'm like,
That's the thing, like, even though you look the part, you don't hang like nobody who you hang out with is like.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, well, then I was gonna put it on
made my
Facebook,
brother.
but because it,
I do know one.
I'm like, then I was gonna put it on
I know you know
Facebook,
one.
but because it wasn't information that was prominent to me, I forgot about the time we got in the car. I was like, I don't even know what my man said.
Right, yeah.
I don't know what church or what time, what day, none of that. But yeah.
I probably would have asked though. You know, my mouth. I probably would have been like, do I look like that? Do I look
Well,
like
soon as-
I mean, we was on a date. So
Before he
the
asked,
conversation need to be.
like as soon as he asked me, I said, "Babe, I look like a fella." And she was like, "I mean, you know, hey, well." I'm like, "Oh, okay."
I mean, you fit the part.
One of my employees told me today, I think you are a thug with a degree. I said,
Yeah, that's what it is. But you are, though. Yeah.
So that's actually
I was
accurate.
That's accurate.
I was like, okay. And I just walked away. I was
I mean,
like,
you
all right,
can't
cool.
dispute that though.
I wouldn't.
Look, I wouldn't.
I wouldn't. I mean, but, you know, it was just funny
Did it
that he
offend
said
you?
it. No.
Were you offended?
I don't get offended by people. People don't know me.
Okay.
I think if y'all said something to me and I felt like it wasn't true, but y'all thought it was true, I would probably
I
be
mean,
like,
but
oh
you
my
know what?
God.
Me and Kiki experience the same thing. We hang out. People automatically think we stuck up because we pretty, we got long hair, nice shapes, like whatever. Like you automatically,
All the time.
oh, we're not gonna talk to them because they stuck up.
They
A lot of
they
times
bougie.
I don't. A lot of times I don't. I'm not gonna lie.
But we're not stuck up though. Just because we don't want to entertain their bullshit. I mean, you bougie. I don't think you stuck up though, BFF.
Sometimes I
BFF, you are not stuck up.
I just, Kiki be like,
It,
yeah.
it depends on like.
No, you bougie.
I done heard Kiki say, somebody walk up to her and try to talk to him, like, yeah, I'll take your number so I can block it before you leave.
I have said that for sure.
First of all, what that remind you of?
Because I don't be mean. Like I will take a number, but I'm not.
I don't want to hurt your feelings, but I'm
That
going to block
remind me of
you.
my sister.
Unless you don't talk to me correctly with the right grammar, like you know that's my pet peeve.
But I don't think that's
Like,
stuck
if you
up.
don't
I
say,
just
like,
think we
the
got
right
standards.
things,
Like
then I'm not
standards and stuck up
entertaining
not
it.
the same.
Yeah.
Like bitch, I'm not about to entertain your bullshit.
Yeah.
But that remind me. One day we was in
Yeah.
Kroger. It was me, DTM, and my little sister, and the meat guy like came up to her and he was like, "Hey, can I get your phone number?" And she was like, "What?"
See, I wouldn't be that mean.
First of all, she
But
said,
she-
"What made
She mean though.
What made
She
you
is
think
mean.
you could talk to me?" And this is back in like before kids. Like this was years ago. She might have been like.
no, she
21.
has no filter. So she's
But this
gonna
was
say
back.
the
This
fuck.
was back when like her makeup used to be flawless.
Yeah.
Like only thing she wore was stilettos. So she did look like somebody
Be-
to me.
be
person
prepared.
probably shouldn't be approaching. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Be prepared when you come talk to me.
Yeah.
So when he approached her, he was like,
you gotta be right.
I was wondering, can I get your number? First of all, she laughed.
She's so mean.
And she said, what made you think you could approach me? And he was like, well, I got a job. She was like, no, I'm not interested.
Not here.
And then
Not to be mean, but
I mean, at that point, she had a different lifestyle, so he couldn't.
Anywhere.
He didn't. My thing is, she didn't look like the type of person that was messing around with nobody that.
I guess my standards were always high because I would never talk to nobody that's work at every job. Be like, no, I'm good.
My standards wasn't.
Would you dump them if you found out that they worked there later?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm not gonna lie, like because I feel like I make a lot of money and you at least have to be like on my level or higher. Like I feel like I can't downgrade. Like I gotta upgrade my life.
I mean, I guess that's there. I guess if I was dating. Today,
but that was even when I was in high school.
Well, when I was in high school, DT got a hold of me.
Mine was still higher.
Kiki was like,
you know, I like them old, so they had to have like whole like careers and shit. Like,
right.
She's like, be working, have their own car, house. Like I never talked to nobody that didn't have their own car, house.
Kiki was in 12th grade. Like 17. Now, when you tell how many more years you got until retirement? No, you ain't. You ain't ready, bro. You ain't ready. So
first of all, I don't like them that old. Like you.
How many years?
I don't like them that old.
Okay.
Presently, BFF.
I think
like retired.
I think our realists already know.
Almost.
The realists know.
The realists already know.
Okay.
So.
Okay, I do like them old realists. Okay, you know I do like them old. Okay, fine.
Mature, seasoned.
There you go.
Like Matilda said. Shout out to Matilda.
Marinated.
Seasoned. She be like, we need seasoned men.
Seasoned. At this point, I don't know if I'm looking for seasoned. I'm looking for quality. Right?
That's deep.
I'm looking for quality, though.
That's deep.
You ain't looking for no young nigga, though.
Well, young niggas don't have shit, though. I need you to have.
I
need you to have what I have at 35. I need you to have.
Think about my man that just got hit at your job. R.I.P. to him. But he was young.
Yeah.
And he had his shit. You know what I'm saying? He did have his shit together. He had a nice ass house in Troy.
He did have his shit together.
He was supervisor at your plant.
And he was only 26.
He was, no, he's 24.
He was 26.
Oh, so
the girl that hit him was
24.
24, yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, like, so you can't necessarily think of it by age.
But that's why I said I like quality. I need quality. That's why I'm like, it's not really an age limit. It's like I just need you to have
that's true.
Something or working.
But y'all the same age though.
Nah, he younger. He her age.
But that's what I'm saying. He her same age.
Well, yeah, but you know, but she used to being older.
I don't like nobody my age.
No, look, like that y'all went to school with.
Oh,
I mean, he got it going on right now.
Yeah, he doing his stuff.
He ain't my type at all.
At all.
I love him though.
He not
shout out to Lolo.
Shout out to him. He not
Lolo, just Low.
He kind of
one low.
He looks like an alien.
But he is definitely.
He cut his hair, so when he cut his hair, he cut all his strength off.
Well, when he cut his hair, he looked more funny looking.
But he definitely doing his thing.
He definitely. He just came back from Paris from doing his
he doing a lot.
perfume launch in Paris.
He's definitely doing a lot.
So he definitely is doing his stuff. This like I don't even think he works for Ford no more.
He does.
Yeah, he does.
Does he still work for Ford?
Yeah, he does.
Oh, okay.
He doing his thing.
Yeah, but
that's just something he doing.
Ain't nobody
he was at Fashion Week.
So and that's I love it because that's when they tell you when you doing something right. When your job becomes your side job, and your career becomes what it is, like that's when you know you're doing it right.
First of all, I've had several of his fragrances, and I absolutely love them.
I love them too.
If anybody want to give me something for my birthday, I'll take Orgasm from Premium,
Preeminence,
and Keisha. I do have my own fragrance that he created.
And indeed, that's how we get down.
Phenomenal.
Amazing. It is.
I will say that I've had at least 5 of his fragrances and I've never been disappointed.
He's definitely doing his thing.
That flower blind.
He's doing candles now. He's doing, all
that's the thing with his regular job. Like, you can take a leave and then do whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what my man did.
He could have took a leave and then, started his business.
Yeah, because think about it. He done been in Paris.
Yeah.
He was just at New York last week.
Yeah.
He do all those little sipping shops.
Yeah.
Like, he really is doing his thing. And by himself, he got his credit score up to like 750. It's probably higher by now. But I'm just saying he did it solo.
That's amazing.
You know what I'm saying? Like nobody helped him.
He's definitely doing his thing.
Researched it on his own.
Yeah, that's my guy, man. I've been rocking with him for a minute.
Yeah.
I gotta give me something.
All right.
When I tell you all his fragrances are like.
Well, I smelled the Keisha. That was amazing.
Everybody like, what you got on? Like, Keisha, like, oh, you trying to be funny? Like,
that was amazing.
No, go on his website, tell him you want Keisha, and you'll get it.
I just like the fact that when I hit him up, he down for whatever. Like, as soon as I hit him up, like, yo, I'm there.
And I was gonna say that too. Like, he's
definitely a workaholic.
He's also
he's
saying
down for whatever.
Very like
Active.
grounded.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like last year when we did our we launched a motivational tour, it was on his birthday, and he still came.
He was there for sure.
And he was like, "It's my birthday, but my boy needed me, so I'm here." If we call him for like advice or guidance, and he also just released a book too.
Did he? Oh, I didn't see that.
Yep, he released a book, How to Turn $1 into $1 million or something like that. But, yeah, like he's really doing it.
Fire. All right, quick question for y'all. If you're in a relationship and everything is amazing, but the sex, can it still work?
It's a killer. That's a killer.
That's a
you might have to get blocked for that.
Death of the relationship right there.
I feel like although people try to play it like sex is not important, it's hella important.
Oh, that's amazing. I feel
like it's the most important part, though.
I do. I feel like sex
besides
and finances.
Like communication.
Yeah, both of them will
sex
kill.
and finances have to be
sex, finances, and communication have to go hand in hand.
Because I feel like
if you can drop one, like it
fuck everything else up.
Yeah.
I feel like I done seen people stay in a relationship that didn't necessarily love each other no more, but they were still having good sex, and the finances were still good. You know what I'm saying? Like everything was still together, but when the sex go away, that's when somebody else enters the relationship, or when the finances go away, that's when somebody else enters the relationship. But
I feel like
as long as them two components are together.
But if you don't have good sex, all of it is going to go away.
Yeah.
Because either some person will be cheating, or they would just be there to be there. Like, I don't feel like if you don't have good sex, I don't feel like it would work at all.
It'll definitely be hard to make it work.
I don't feel like it would work.
I don't feel like
it will work at all.
Because sex is a
it's important.
Huge. I feel like sex can deflate a relationship times 20.
Which I feel like that's where communication comes though. So if you tell like your spouse like something is not working, and I mean they don't do anything,
yeah, you should definitely be able to say.
You should be able to communicate that the sex is bad, and we should be able to talk about ways to make it better.
Exactly.
But if you're not open to change, I'm probably gonna have to leave. Like I'm definitely gonna cheat. But eventually, what's going to happen is I'm going to cheat, and I'm going to meet my equal yoke when it comes to sex, and I'm going to leave.
Yep.
I think she's just talking. She's not going to cheat, but she'll probably leave first.
Well, she doesn't have that problem.
That's the thing.
No. She don't have that problem.
Well,
what I'm saying is,
but I feel like
if I had that problem, I would cheat.
Yeah.
But I think I know her, and she's not the type of person.
Well, you don't know because she's always
because I never. That's what I'm saying. I never been in that position.
You can know her as much as you want to, but you have good sex.
But because you know me the way you do, you know I need good sex.
She would have been left you a long time ago.
But if something happened where the sex not cracking, then I truly think that I would wander away.
That's the one.
So
that's
how
the one
long?
point that holds you though.
So
you
how
could
long
be bad
does
at finances. You could be bad at communication. You could be bad at everything. But you dropping that good dick.
Good dick.
She gonna be there for a minute.
So
as
how
much
long?
As she want to leave.
How long do you get?
I've proven that the last 21 years. Like we done had some rough patches, but that dick been good.
Exactly.
That's the one consistency.
That's the one thing that
that's always been.
Yeah.
How long do you get when it's health related though? Are you still gonna stick around if it's a health related issue?
That's different. That's completely.
But how long though? Like, okay, so
I would say forever.
Yeah, like health related. You think if something happened where your health declined and your dick didn't work, I'm a dip? No. I love you.
Yeah, I would say forever.
But what if you don't see me trying to improve? Like if the doctors is like, if you do A, B, and C, you might, possibility, whatever. It could revert.
Well, that's when the problem lies.
But then I don't do A, B, or C.
In all actuality, I got a homegirl.
Yeah.
Who recently got divorced.
Yeah.
Because her husband's penis no longer worked. Mm-hmm. And the doctor said, improve your eating. Because he had diabetes and something else. But if you improve your diet, and you improve this, you improve that, things will go back to normal. Like, he was even far gone, like, Viagra didn't even work.
Oh.
Because he got kidney disease, or he had, RIP, he had kidney disease and everything. So they said, change all these things. So she would go to work and he would come home. She would come home and he would order pizza and hot wings and all these things. So she told him, she said, listen, I want to be a mom one day. Clearly you don't want to be a dad, so I'm leaving. But it took like 2 years. Because what happened is she knocking on 30 and she like, you still don't want to change.
Right.
So I feel like in that instance, it's different from when something is honestly wrong with you and when you don't want to change. If you don't want to change, why am I here?
Like
I'm not putting my life on hold and you don't want to do right. But if something is honestly wrong with you and there's nothing you can do to fix it, I'm here for you. I'm not going to cheat on you. First of all, you already know I can make me come.
My thing, I think
mom still work.
It's different if you seeing me and I'm trying to fight the battle, and then I have a couple slip ups here and there, but I'm still trying to fight the battle.
That's way different.
That's different.
Because at the end of the day,
I'm just sitting and chilling,
like just fucking.
Right.
You my husband. You my best friend. We've been together for 20 years. Right. If something happens to you,
best friend. That's my best friend. Go ahead.
If something happens to you, I'm not gonna dip. No, we in this together.
Right, and that's how it's supposed to be.
And I'm gonna make me come. I got this.
And
that's true.
And with me loving you so much, I want to see you make you come. I'm like, look, do that one thing.
What if you sitting there and not wanting to do nothing? Like that's when the problem comes.
That's different because you're not
gonna set you down and told you like this is my problems X, Y, and Z. I'm not satisfied sexually, and then you choose to do nothing with that. I mean, that's when the cheating comes, and that's when the leaving comes.
Yeah. Because what happens is we gonna cheat, we don't get exposed to what we really looking for.
Right.
And at that point, the thing is, I might not leave you for that nigga.
Right.
But I'm gonna leave you because I know what I'm looking for is out there.
Exactly.
It don't have nothing to do with him.
Yep.
It got everything to do with me.
Yep.
That's just all part of exposure. You know what I'm saying? To me, I feel like once you might feel, some people feel like this is all I got, and they just stick around and
I don't believe
do
that. Even like we've been together 20 years, like whatever. I still don't feel like that. If I'm not satisfied in whatever arena and you don't want to satisfy me in it, I don't think I can find it somewhere else.
Right, you got to go elsewhere.
I seen this meme on Facebook. It was like, baby daddy, them niggas don't want you. Them niggas, yes the fuck we do. And that's the law. Cause I remember one time I posted something like, I don't know, I posted like some broken hearted stuff. Not for me, just something like a song I was listening to or something. So many people jumped in my inbox, like people that we both knew. We was reading the messages together.
I hate when people do that.
I'm like, babe, look at this. He like, oh, them niggas waiting, huh? Still,
patiently.
20 years later.
Patiently.
Niggas still waiting.
So
don't ever think that it can't be nothing else because it can.
No, and I don't even think, I definitely wouldn't advise for people to think that there's nothing else out there. But I also wouldn't advise to just jump on the first thing smoking in your face because you think that there's something different. Because different is not necessarily good. So you still want to make sure
you're not happy.
Yeah, but sometimes, but what happens is, what I've seen a lot happens to people is they're not happy and they jump on the first thing smoking, and because it's different, they feel like they have a chance for it to be happy. It's the same thing you were just in almost, because you still got that same attraction going right now. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to attract the same thing because this is what you have.
Homeboy going through that
to
this day.
And that's what I'm saying.
10 years later.
And that's the problem.
Somebody who loved you for you for somebody who loved you for what she thought you had.
Yep.
And when you attract,
and now you miserable.
When you have this certain attraction on you,
green on the other side.
Exactly, that's the whole thing. When you got that attraction on you, gotta be careful.
You have to be adult enough to know what you're looking for and what's out there.
And you just said a mouthful right there, because most people don't know what they're looking for. I honestly believe most people do not know what they're looking for. They just want to get the next person and see if they can find something that they like in the next person.
But I think happens a lot is people are lacking in one area, and they find somebody that's like hyper supportive in that one area,
and then you forget about the rest.
And then it's like it's the 80-20 rule?
80-20, yeah.
So like it's like if it might be a different ratio now though. If I'm a performer,
95-5.
I'm an entertainer, I'm a rapper, I'm whatever, and I'm looking for someone who is supporting my rap career, singing, whatever.
Right.
I got somebody who is paying for my rap career and all this, but they don't never come to my shows. But then I got somebody who's at every single show. And the sex of this person is phenomenal and all these things. So I'm like, I'm leaving this for this. But then you realize,
it's not that green.
I had somebody that necessarily wasn't coming to all the shows, but they was paying for all my record time.
There still was some
that
support.
Was building my studio. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to look at the bigger picture. Like, my thing is when you looking for what you lacking, you got to look at the bigger picture.
Right.
Now, if the bigger picture is better on the other side, then, I mean, you got to do what's good for you.
I mean, sometimes it's not something on the other side. Sometimes you're just not happy in your situation. And you
right.
Just, you know what I'm saying? You just want to let that unhappy situation go and just move on with your life.
Right.
And then when you find something, you find something. But sometimes you're not absolutely looking. You don't have somebody already lined up. You just, I mean, you're not happy.
Yeah, I mean, but when you do it that way, that's a good way. But when you try to trade one for the next, you didn't even really give yourself a chance to realize, okay, let me figure out what it is that I do want and what I don't want. I know I don't want this over here, but I'm finna slide to the next one because it's not this over here.
Right.
And then you find yourself in another situation like, man, it's not that, but it ain't what I want either.
But sometimes you leave just for yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, when you leave for yourself, I think that's good. But when you leave for yourself,
like I'm not leaving you for nobody else. I'm
right.
leaving you because I'm so unhappy in this situation that by myself looks better.
Exactly.
And if by myself look better, I'm never coming back.
And that's what I think is a good way to leave. If you leave for yourself.
Yeah.
I think it's dangerous when you leave for one person for the next before you can find out what you know what I'm saying?
Because my thing is, if I'm your temporary person, I could be everything you're looking for.
Yeah.
Until.
And the problem is, you're not really comparing the new person to what it is that you really want. You're comparing it to what you had. And what you had wasn't really what you wanted because it fell apart somewhere along the line. So, somewhere along the line, something changed and it just switched up.
And I feel like that's what happened with your friend.
Yeah, because you're a little bit better than this person.
He was looking for somebody to be at every show.
Support.
He was looking for somebody to be in the studio with him. He was looking for somebody, all this. And he got that. Right. But then when he left what he had for that, he was like, but who wants to pay for this, and this?
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm broke like you broke.
Exactly.
I was at every studio.
Well,
I was at
every. That you should have thought.
You was paying. First of all, you was paying for my studio time.
Exactly.
And you was paying for my videos with her money, but
that's what I'm saying. That's something you should have thought about, though.
Exactly.
So you had all the money before, and then when I left, you know what I'm saying?
I left the money.
You right. So now y'all both left with nothing.
You broke up with the bank.
That's stupid. Like, that's the dumbest thing I ever heard of.
But being caught in a cloud of
that's the dumbest thing I ever heard of.
Yeah.
There's no money left, though.
But we on the outside looking in. But for their situation, where it was like, you was everything I wanted.
For him, that was dumb, though. Because you left the money to go with somebody with no money.
First of all,
you know what I'm saying? I can see if she had like a decent career, but you left somebody that wasn't doing much with their life.
But then in hindsight, you like, I left my biggest supporter.
That's
for my biggest user.
Right. You paying for her stuff.
Say that again. Say that one more time in case they didn't hear that.
For my biggest user. Because although she was not at every show, she was paying for every show.
She was still supporting you.
Although she was not at every studio session, she was still supporting you. She was building you your own customized studio. So she was your biggest supporter. She supported you. First of all, you didn't even have to work because she supported you in your dream. That she said, "I believe in you."
Might have made it somewhere.
The only thing you gotta do is produce your songs and do what you want to do. I supply the money. Just do you.
Well.
And you left somebody that was at every show. That was at every video shoot. That was at every photo shoot. That you were paying for. With your supporters' money.
You said a mouthful right
now
there.
That's such a mouthful.
Now you miss it.
You said a mouthful.
You talk about 80-20. Now she look beautiful. Now she married to her whole other husband with her whole family. Living the life that she always should have been able to live.
Look, she done upgraded.
1,000%.
Meanwhile, while you Downgraded.
Yikes. All right, so
shout out.
In recent events, some things happened. I don't know if y'all probably heard about it, but let me ask you a question and then we'll go through what happened. What is a good reason to fight for your ex?
What you mean? Express what?
Like, in recent events, we'll go through Meek Mill and Nicki Minaj's new, I don't know if they got married. They didn't get married yet, right? Fiance?
I think they did.
Husband, whoever he is.
They only had a month before because
they
filed for the license, so I'm sure they got married by now.
So they kind of ran cross paths in the store.
Who did?
Meek Mills and the husband, the new husband. Okay. They had words and they was ready to scrap it out.
Okay. Wait, what?
They didn't scrap it out.
For what? Still arguing over Nicki?
Over Nicki.
What?
And it was basically like you was supposed to, so I guess Meek did a song. Oh. And in the song he said something along the lines you was supposed to be my fiance, but now you went to him and turned to his Beyonce. Oh. And then started talking about how he dressed. He wear Balenciagas and boot cut jeans. Who taught this nigga how to dress? Something like that. Something along them lines there. And, eventually they crossed paths and he was like, yo, I heard that line you said. You know what I'm saying? And they kind of went back and forth and had words. But it ended smooth. It was no violence, no fight.
Because Nicki married somebody that's not even in an industry, right? Yeah. He's just like a regular guy.
Yeah. So at what point is it a good reason to fight for your ex?
I'm not fighting. Okay? I'm not. Unless somebody disrespect me, you know what I'm saying?
So like for me,
unless somebody like really disrespect me, I'm not fighting over no ex. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not fighting over a man, period. Unless like somebody disrespect me.
So for me, I looked at it like
this. Not in no song, like you gotta really like
in real life.
Yeah. Like.
So I looked at it like if KD and I broke up for whatever reason and she became my ex and she get in a new relationship and the new dude like beating on her or something like that, then yeah, I'm gonna come over there and holler at dog. Now I don't know how, if I'm in a new relationship, how my current would feel about that. Mm-hmm. But that's just something that we had to cross one of them paths when we get there. To it. But that would definitely be a reason for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't with me.
So, Katie, what you think? What would be a good reason to fight your ex or fight for your ex?
I'm not fighting. Although I'd be looking for a reason to fight sometimes because I really need to get some anger out. I'm not fighting unless somebody disrespects me personally. Not in no song, just disrespects me.
So, am I fighting my ex?
No, not fighting your ex. You're fighting for your ex.
Like defending your honor?
Somewhat.
Not really.
So, like we were just saying,
you're my ex. So why?
No, I'm saying. So, like we were just saying.
Exactly.
Meek and Nicki's new husband, got into not new husband, but yeah.
There's no reason they should be fighting.
Only I'm mad at your new bitch is if I'm still in love with you.
Right. It's no reason they should be fighting.
But
there's no reason they should even be.
So do you agree with that? What I said? So I said if you and I broke up, right, and if you and I broke up, and you got a new dude, and he was abusive for whatever reason, and you told me about it, that to me would be a reason to fight. I'll come holler at dog.
I would feel like, is he beating me up in front of your kids, or is he just beating me up?
I don't care what he beating me up.
Because she's still staying there.
But if he not putting your kids in danger, you shouldn't get involved.
Because I feel like
she's still there.
So my kid's there though.
At the end of the day, if you.
But that's what I'm saying. If it got something to do with your kids, it's different.
That's what I'm saying. So it's not personal.
If something happened today, and I leave, and I'm with a new nigga, and I got Taz and Trey.
But it's not like Meek and her got kids anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
They don't.
They got kids.
But that's what I'm saying. That would be my reason. I don't know what his reason is.
There's no reason for them to even be fighting.
I don't know what his reason is.
Meek probably still in love with her ass.
He probably is. He probably hurt how, you know what I'm saying?
Like to me,
breaking up.
There's no reason that you still want to fight. Like,
the only reason I gotta holler at your new bitch is if she disrespected me.
Or my kids.
At the
end of the day. That's it.
Then yeah, bitch, me and you need to have a chat.
Period.
Because why did you have so much energy about me and my children?
Yeah.
But if it's just you,
they don't have kids, so it's like, what are you still trying to fight over?
But see,
that's what I'm saying. We don't have
makes
kids,
no sense.
and we don't have kids. The only reason why I'm trying to fight is if she disrespected me. I don't got shit to do with you.
Right, but so my thing would be if we don't have kids, then I probably wouldn't know about the fact that you were getting beat up anyway, because we wouldn't have any kind of communication like that. But if we got kids, me coming from the family that I came from and the experience that I came from, I understand that when a woman is getting abused in a relationship, they scared to leave.
That ain't your cross to bear though.
No, it's not.
Get your kids and dip and let my family deal with that. Let my brothers deal with it. Let my daddy deal with it. Let my cousins deal with it. That ain't for you to deal with. Because let me tell you something. Let your ex-girlfriend get beat up by her new nigga. You finna go do what?
Ain't no kids
you
there, so I wouldn't.
You finna lose your new bitch.
You about to lose your whole wife.
Ain't no kids there. But my thing would be
that's what I said, if our kids are, but you talking about Nikki and Meek, they don't have kids.
No, they don't have kids. And I'm not saying anything with them.
There's no reason.
But the question was, what is a reason? What's a good reason?
You and I are together right now. Your ex-bitch getting her ass beat by her new nigga. Mm-hmm. You about to go over there?
We got kids?
Don't come back.
No, they don't have kids.
It's no kids involved.
I'm asking you. You talking about my ex.
It's no kids involved. Nobody got kids. We don't got kids. They don't got kids. Nobody
they don't got kids. If she ain't got kids,
then
I'm not going over there. But my thing is, if my kids come to me and they
but they don't have kids. So we talking about Meek.
You talking about Meek and Nikki? They don't have kids.
We passed that part. That just was the base of what the question came from.
We talking about us.
We talking about what is a good reason to fight for your ex. That's the question.
About my kids.
That's different.
And that's what I'm saying. I said if Katie and I broke up today, and she was getting beat up by her new dude, whether my kids are there or not.
That's different.
But that was the reason that I gave. That would be a good reason to fight your ex.
That's the only reason.
And then y'all jump back to Nikki. But I'm still saying that was what the question was based on because of what just happened there. So I'm saying if I'm with a new chick, we can be married, we can be whatever. If my kids say, Dad, I ain't see it happen, but when Mom came out the room, her eyes was all black and everything. I'm coming over there to holler at dude because I know where I came from. You know what I'm saying? So different. That would be a reason for me to go fight for my ex.
That's different.
And that's what I was asking. Like, what would be a good reason?
First of all, my kids don't call you like that if we had whooped his ass and now his people over here. So can you come over here? Because my kids definitely not playing that.
That's
my two oldest.
Different.
They ain't buying it. They don't too much like when you don't be too happy with me. So they definitely ain't gonna let nobody else. So I think that's different. I think when kids involved, it's different. It's
so
like
do y'all have
with Matt and Gloria. When his kids call him like,
oh, it's so different.
Uncle such and such in the bedroom. Who was it? I don't remember the side nigga. Derek Fisher. Yeah. Uncle Derek in the bedroom with mommy. He came over there on tip. It ain't had nothing to do with you having a new nigga. It's that your new nigga is my homeboy,
my co-worker.
My kids call him uncle.
My fucking nigga. Yes.
And now y'all fucking? Bitch, I'm beating his ass.
That's the code broken right there.
And he deserved it, yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's instances where you get at that nigga.
That's dangerous.
You know what I'm
saying? In today's society.
You know, it would be different if you sat me down and said, hey, you know, I'm going to respectfully tell you that I'm, you know, dating such and such. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't said none of this.
My kids call
I got to hear this from the kids.
My kids call me.
You got me fucked up.
Daddy, why Uncle Derek in the room with my mama?
That's
an ass whooping.
Yeah, that's different.
So I feel like when violation comes,
you ain't said shit.
That's different. If my kids know you personally, you fucking my bitch, ex-bitch, whatever, there's a conversation need to be had.
Damn, I still be mad about that shit.
So
first of all, if the boys call, even right now today, you and Lenore been divorced for 25,000 years.
It's 2 years.
If they call him 2 years, they call him like, Dad, Ish in the bedroom with mommy.
Yeah.
You talking about your barber? Yeah.
Yeah.
He definitely could come over here and fuck some shit up.
Yeah.
Even though he got a whole new bitch, it don't matter.
Yeah.
You in the bedroom with a motherfucker that cut my hair every day.
Yeah.
This is my nigga, as far as I'm concerned. If I have a party, I'm gonna invite him.
Yeah.
That's some ass whooping need to happen.
But I just feel like in that whole relationship, that's why you got to be open and honest and say like you dating whoever. Like I don't really give a fuck who you dating, but I need to meet whoever you dating.
Yeah, we got to be honest. It's the same thing. If the kids call you and be like, Auntie Chula over here with my daddy, like I don't give a fuck about the nigga, but bitch, what you doing over there?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a respect factor. Yeah. But that's the only time I feel like I should be involved in what you got going on is if I'm being disrespected in any way.
Right.
Or my kids come home like, my daddy girlfriend said, you a bitch. Oh, did she? Oh, let me go talk to your daddy girlfriend.
Shit. That's all I said. If it ain't personal,
it's gotta be like,
it can't be no.
I think my first question would be, what was your daddy at? He let that happen? Like, yeah, that's got to be shut down.
I don't give a fuck where your daddy was at. The bitch ain't finna disrespect me.
Yeah.
You're right, but what I'm saying is, if the kid was like, my daddy girlfriend called you the B word, and then you like, where your daddy was at?
I'm not gonna ask that question.
I don't care.
Well,
I'm not gonna ask that question.
I don't care.
I'm gonna pull up.
He can smack her, but I'm about to smack her too, cause bitch, don't disrespect me in front of my kids.
Yeah,
you don't have to like me. But you're not gonna disrespect me in front of my kids.
Yeah.
So do you look at the baby daddy different if you find out like
I don't give a
he
fuck.
called?
I don't look at him. I don't expect him to do shit.
Yeah, I don't expect him to do shit, but I'm gonna fuck her up though. That's for sure.
But what I'm saying, you don't expect him to do nothing.
Mm-mm.
But if you find out,
I'm not listening to that part.
No.
I don't care.
Y'all not even listening to me. All right, so if y'all going through something, if y'all got a friend,
I don't care.
If y'all got a friend, right, and
are you changing the subject?
Yeah, because y'all going in as if it's something that's going on right now.
Shout out to Same Face was
and I ain't
like, I'm coming. I'm about to protect my brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Y'all be going on.
They going in on the girl, and it ain't even a girl.
So in case.
I can't even get the question out on the fact whether or not if the baby daddy done smacked the chick.
Just to let you know, I would beat your ass. Period. If you said something about me in front of my kids.
Period.
Simply put.
First of all, I smack
Shout
your
out
mama.
To you, sis.
I smack your mama for giving birth to that bitch ass.
Shout out to you, sis.
They so thugged out in this room here, boy. I tell you.
She cool, though. I'm cool with her. If she say some shit, though, it's on and popping.
Because why you mad at me? Because your nigga missed my pussy? Okay,
my
problem.
I don't know about that, but
emoji face.
I don't really care about that, but just don't disrespect me. Don't say shit about me.
She's talking about,
so look, I was watching.
I don't know about that.
I was watching this show, right? We was watching the show the other day, and the question popped in my head, and the question was, if your girl, you got a friend, right, and they are pregnant and they're due within a couple weeks, but you're going through something that's really tragic right now. Are you gonna bring that to the friend now?
No.
Or are you gonna try to hold it back? Like, okay, let me wait until. I gotta at least wait until you know the baby here or whatever.
I hold mine in and then I support whoever I'm around.
Yeah.
I just hold mine in.
But if you do any day, I'm definitely not gonna bring.
I'm not saying that.
I don't want my problems to put you in labor.
Yeah. No. I tell somebody else to tell me.
Yeah, I tell you after the fact.
Y'all know my intake on this. But
that's different though. What you talking about is different though.
Why? Why is it different?
Because if I got like a traumatic something happening to me, Kiki my only friend,
right?
I'm gonna have to tell her, and that might be selfish. But who else I'm gonna tell?
Selfish, but
who else I'm gonna tell?
So Kiki pregnant. She due in 2 weeks, and you know she trying to stay good, stay good, whatever.
I just hold my shit in until she had that baby. And I'm like, bitch, I got so much to fucking tell
you. But in that
so much to tell you.
Different though. Like,
so
let's
let me break the situation down for her a little bit.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me break the situation down.
Go crazy.
She finna go in. Let me break the situation down. So
tell the whole story.
So the girl finds out that she could quote unquote possibly have cancer. And she's going through it. And she quote unquote feels like she doesn't have anybody else there.
That's not how that happened though. That's not how that happened. So the person got the news that she could potentially have breast cancer, right? Then she was at a party with her pregnant friend and a bunch of other people, and a little tiny situation happened, but she exploded like it was like a huge situation.
That happens when you're pregnant.
So I'm saying the breast cancer friend.
Oh.
Exploded like totally out of her character, Totally not her.
No.
So then the pregnant friend called the breast cancer friend and said, hey, let's come over. Let's have coffee, whatever. So the breast cancer friend come over. The pregnant friend say, what happened? I know you. That little bit of shit would not have had you acting so fucking crazy where you making a huge scene in front of 12,000 people. What's going on? The breast cancer friend busts out crying. So the pregnant friend like,
what the fuck?
What's going on?
Right.
And she said, I went to this, and this. They think I got breast cancer. I don't have nobody to talk to. All this shit bottled up inside. So when this one thing happened, I exploded. So it's not like she just came to her with it. She asked her because she like, best friend, you not being yourself. So was she supposed to have lied to her because she pregnant? No.
Or not necessarily lie, but like I'll tell you later. It's not that important.
How? She was fucking crying her eyes out.
But this is the reason.
Hold in, though.
And you might see it different. But my thing is, me being the father of, kids, I protect my woman.
That's true.
At all costs. My job, I feel like in life, is to protect my woman at all costs.
You're a male,
that's my perspective of it is that
it's different.
My perspective of it is I'm gonna protect my woman, and if I come in the crib and somebody was like, I just had to tell you, and now y'all both sitting there crying, hyperventilating, and now you finna mess around and go into labor early and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what I would be worried about.
Cause think about
that's kind of why I wouldn't say nothing. But
so think
but
about
if I
this.
bring it to your attention, you're not gonna lie to me.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
But think about this situation here. What the experience that we had with our last baby. All three of us was there. We started in the hospital. If we would have started at the crib, it could have went a whole other way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So if somebody would have put you in labor before we got to the hospital with some news because now you're upset, that whole situation could have went a whole other way, and the baby could have...
That happened to us, and I feel like that's why you don't like the person.
Exactly.
RIP her.
No RIP her. I'm sorry. And good for her.
Oh, shit.
But that's my thing. If you...
What the fuck is this?
If you're not a good person living, who cares when you die?
So what happened was, so Trey was born February 16th. Shout out to him. He about to be 12 in 7 days. But probably like a couple days before I got induced with him, somebody who I really thought was my friend, she was the maid of honor at our first wedding. She came to me and told me that she saw DTM in the proximity of his ex-bitch.
Oh.
So I called him and I asked him about it, and I was crying. I was having contractions. Like, it was a really bad time. And he was like, can you just explain to me why you had to know right now? Why did you have to know that right now? And I was like, I don't know. Because
the situation was,
that's true, though.
I was at a spot.
That, but you don't tell nobody that
right.
She pregnant.
And you making, and you putting on.
Weeks.
And you putting on because I was at a spot and she just happened to work there.
She's 38 weeks pregnant.
And that's what I'm saying.
About to be 9 months pregnant.
My thing was
9 months pregnant.
My thing was I just happened to be at a spot and the chick worked there. It wasn't like we met up and we were sitting there chilling having drinks.
But
so
it
my thing was
about that. She's fucking about to be due any day now. This is not the time to be telling shit.
And my thing
could have waited 2 weeks.
That's what I kept saying. And I kept saying I was gonna.
What happened?
I was gonna tell her.
She's seen you with the chick. It don't matter.
And I was gonna tell her, but it wasn't the right time to tell her.
Right time.
And I'm like, I gotta wait. But because old girl told her before me, it looked like I was trying to hide it.
I'm glad I didn't know her.
You know what's funny? So I got to work. So every day when I got to work, I went to the dressing room to kick it with her. So I went to the dressing room. I'm like, I'm so happy. Hey. Her and my other friend was there. They both looked at me with like this sad look on their face. So I'm like, what's going on? So she's like, hey, you saw Tay today? In my head, I'm like, my husband?
No, another. You see the other Tay? Because the other Tay.
Like, yeah, I mean, he had to come home with the 2 little ones before I came to work, right? So she like, oh, he didn't tell you nothing? So I'm like, no.
See, that's not their job to say that shit. I hate bitches.
So she said, can you do me a favor? I said, sure. She said, can you call him and tell him that I told you to call him? So I said, sure. Now this was crazy. The whole time I'm thinking they got like some cool surprise for me. Because I'm like about to have this baby. And they're like about to give me like this, I don't know, something cool, right? So I go outside, I called him, I was like, he answered phone, he like, hey. I'm like, hey, such and such told me to call you and tell you that I saw her today. And he said, tell her I'm aware that you saw her today. We'll have a discussion later. I'm like, oh, okay. So I'm like, well, maybe the president didn't come. So I go back. I'm like, oh yeah, he said he saw you, but we're going to talk about it later. She like, no, we're not talking about it later. Tell him we're talking about it right now.
You should just punched her in the face.
But I didn't know what was happening.
No, I just feel like it's just a setup.
So I called him back, and I'm like, she said...
You're like fucking 70 weeks pregnant. Like,
we going to talk about it right now. What's going on? And he said, I'm not doing this right now. So the whole time I'm like, oh, the president didn't come. So I go back in and I'm like, we're not doing this right now. She like, well, since he don't want to do it, he was at the bar down the street with such and such, and they were sitting there playing the game together, drinking together. And I'm like...
I mean, she put
and I'm 17 weeks pregnant.
She put on.
First of all...
And I'm just sitting here like...
and I'm 17 weeks pregnant, though.
First of all, bitch, this ain't no present. The fuck you talking about? So my other friend was like, she like, Keisha, RIP to her too. She like,
now RIP to her. We love her.
She said, well, she killed herself.
Yeah, RIP to her. We love her. But the other one, when I found out her death, I was like, yes.
She said, Keisha, don't stop that. She died of kidney failure.
Same thing.
I'm gonna slap the fuck out of you, dog.
She said, my friend Major, RIP Major, she said, Keisha, don't get upset. You don't know what happened. Calm down. So I was calm. And she was like, and when she told me who it was, I like broke down. Like, I couldn't compose myself. Like, we had to go outside.
That's why you don't tell somebody 17 weeks pregnant.
Mind you, this like February. So it's after, our baby shower was on February 3rd. So it's after the baby shower, but before he was born. So he's born on the 16th.
So like 2 weeks.
He was born on the 16th. So it had to be like a week before he was born. And I was like hyperventilating. She took me outside. She like calmed down. She like, please calm down. And I couldn't calm down. And the reason why how I know is after the baby shower before he was born, because after this happened, they never was around each other again. Never. Even like after Major committed suicide, like he never was around her again. I was like by myself trying to be like a friend and a wife, like, because we was married at this time. So I called him back, and I was like trying to compose myself. Major took the phone. She like, say, this is what was just said. He's like, it wasn't like that. So he ended up coming up there. He ended up taking the boys to my mom's house, coming up there. It was like, it was horrible.
That's crazy.
Like the whole situation was horrible. And it didn't have to go that way because whether it was that way or not, I really didn't need to know.
That's what I'm saying. Like
I didn't need to know.
But that's a conversation that could have been had after you had the baby, especially because you were
even if it was the day after the baby.
She clearly wanted to have that conversation.
She wanted to have it right in there.
Have it after I have the baby.
But is it
like you want to make me go in labor tonight?
What even more made me upset? You didn't call me and tell me. You waited until I drove here so that you could be like the savior.
Yeah,
which was not a savior though.
I want to see your facial expressions. I want to see what I want to be able to. Like I want to have my shoulder here in case you want to come cry on my shoulder.
For me, if you really wanted me to know the truth, you would have called me when it was going down, so I could have pulled up.
That's what I'm saying.
Because clearly you don't care about me pulling up.
You was there then.
You don't care about me pulling up. We had separate cars. We've always had separate cars.
All right. So I mean, and this is my thing right here.
I feel like this should have been had after the baby was due.
If I go to Benihana's,
not even before.
If I go to Benihana's right now, right, and I'm with somebody,
I would be.
I'm on some BS, right? I walk in and I see you. You think I'm gonna still sit down and chill and eat and kick it?
That's what I'm saying.
No. At that point, I'm like, gotta go.
Gotta go to I'm walking over there. Hey, how y'all doing? What's going on over here?
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta know.
I'm not just gonna sit back and watch like somebody I know personally be chilling with somebody else. Like,
especially if
hey,
I know she's messy.
What y'all doing over here?
Hold on.
If I know she's messy and that type of shit.
Where you at? Oh, cause Tay over here. So
because
where you at?
Because I wish I would walk into a motherfucking restaurant and RJ sitting there with another bitch. I'm smooth walking over there like, first I'm taking the picture.
The picture's gotta come first.
Hey y'all, and I'm gonna text you. This where we at. Pull on up. Because who is this?
I expect people to tell me that then.
First I'm gonna take the picture.
I've been told before.
First of all, I'm gonna take the picture. I'm gonna send it to you, and then you gonna tell me like, oh, that's his sister, or that's his auntie, that's his daughter. Then I'm be like, oh, I'm gonna sit down. And then you be like, I don't know that bitch. I'm smooth going over there like, hey y'all,
hey, what y'all doing?
What y'all doing? Cause now you know that I know that we know.
Exactly.
But that's not what she did.
Or shut the fuck up.
I mean, this was before
because I done been in situations
it was before cameras, but it wasn't before phone.
Where they weren't supposed to be.
Shit, that's what I'm saying. She could have called me.
But I done seen people in situations where they weren't supposed to be, with people they weren't supposed to be. Like, either you gonna shut the fuck up, or you gonna tell them then.
I'm gonna
shut the fuck up, because it ain't my business.
I don't got nothing to do with
I don't know you like that. Like, if you my best friend, I'm telling you right then and there, there ain't gonna be no
First of all, I'm calling you and telling you to pull up.
Yeah, ain't gonna be no.
We finna whoop this bitch ass.
Either I'm gonna shut up, or I'm gonna say it right then.
And that was my whole thing.
You're not telling me, oh, something that happened before, right now. When I'm 17 weeks pregnant.
Or
not 17 weeks, but fucking 38.
I was 38 weeks pregnant. But I feel like that's why you felt so strongly about that situation, which was a totally different situation, though, babe.
I mean, I'm still looking at it the same way.
He was mad.
Because my thing is,
I would be mad too, though.
Like, he's mad about when we was watching on television.
The cancer thing. But my thing is this, because you can't get rid of cancer overnight, right? You got 2 weeks left before you had this baby. So it takes more than 2 weeks to get rid of cancer. So if you get it or if you don't get it,
but it's
different
if I come to my crib. It's different if I'm about to have a baby tomorrow, but I come to Kiki and I said, listen,
and I'm 38 weeks pregnant.
I'm like, listen,
I'm still gonna listen, and I'm still gonna be there.
You did not act the same way that you normally would act.
We can tell when women are off.
She's not supposed to lie to me just because my baby do any day.
Yeah, no,
who said that?
That's women-law.
I was about to say, because husband-in-law is, I'll lie to you until the wheels fall off if your baby do.
Well,
I'm not going to tell you nothing, right?
What I'm saying, if I'm looking my best friend in the face,
and you see something.
First of all, if I'm looking my best friend in the face, and I'm like, listen, you reacted to that way different than what you would have acted, and she busts out crying, you think she going to be able to tell me I'm straight?
Hey.
No, you got to tell me what's going on. Baby, that's not.
It's different from
them. No.
Women are more emotional and more we
more inclined.
It don't matter what we going through. Like, if it's something that major, like, yeah, we definitely there. I don't give a fuck.
Especially like you my only friend. Who else I'm gonna tell?
I don't give a fuck.
And even with that, like, so in this situation, I know y'all, so I know your friends' circle is very small.
When I was pregnant with Taz, I used to dump everything on Kiki, and the whole thing was Kiki was going through a whole divorce and never even. She was just listening to me.
Right.
All I think I was going through with my mom and everything, I used to leave the house, calling her. One day I called her. I came home from work. Whatever was happening with my mom, I left, called her, couldn't breathe, out of breath. She like, just go to my house. They was going through a whole divorce.
Right. I mean, and that's what friends are for, to help the person who are for sure pregnant to get through their situation. But it shouldn't be the other way around when you're in the late stages.
When you're going through a deadly.
I would be,
because sometimes you don't know with cancer though. Like my family, when they found out they got cancer, they died within a week or two.
Right. So my thing would be this.
If I'm going through something in that week, you know what I'm saying? Of course I'm gonna be dead next week. Like, how the fuck I'm gonna hold this in.
So it's better for you to tell me she dead than for her to tell me she going through something.
Like, you can't hold that in.
And I don't know, the type of nigga that I am, I don't know how often, like, I know how often y'all talk, but
y'all look,
I would try my
so
best.
Y'all are different. Like,
I would try my
hardest.
hardest.
Emotional like us.
One of my I'm gonna knock on wood. I know wood. I have one of my parents could pass away, and you could be 2 weeks pregnant, and I wouldn't tell you until afterward.
But that's
a man thing though.
Yeah.
But it's a thing though. When your parent passed away, you're gonna be so much not yourself.
And then
that the person who about to have the baby is gonna be like, what is happening?
Exactly.
So you gonna look me in my face and lie?
Yes, exactly.
But we gonna know you're not the same.
That's what I'm saying. And that's the thing with that situation. That situation it wasn't like, cause first of all, she went through the mammogram, she went through the ultrasound.
That's a lot to deal with.
She went through all this shit by herself.
Dying
the
and
only reason why she brought it
things.
to the pregnant friend was because the pregnant friend called her and said, we need to have a meeting at my house.
No, but that's not true. She didn't go through all that by herself. She
Yes,
took
she
the
did.
pregnant girl with her.
No, she did not. She took the pregnant girl to the breast cancer specialist with her. She went through the ultrasound by herself. She went to first she get the mammogram. They called her.
That's a lot.
She went to the mammogram. Mammogram was regular. Mammogram, whatever.
Mammogram you can do by yourself.
Yeah.
Okay,
so they called her.
But when they find out something irregular, bitch, I need somebody there with me after
they
that.
said, hey, something ain't right.
Yeah.
You gotta go do the ultrasound. She went through the ultrasound by herself.
Cause that's scary.
She didn't tell nobody.
That's scary enough. Because if you go into an ultrasound, you already know they done seen something.
Exactly.
You know
so she went to the ultrasound.
So I'm already scared. Like you already need somebody at that point.
Right.
So she was stop.
That's you.
She went to the ultrasound.
She was sensitive ass.
No, I'm saying they sent me for ultrasound. That don't mean nothing.
She went to the ultrasound by herself. She got the results from the ultrasound, and they said, we still can't tell you what's going on. You got to go to the breast cancer specialist. She still did not say nothing. She went to a party. She actually went to the pregnant lady's party. Went to the party. So she popped off, and she like exploded, like so much on herself. She exploded, went crazy, and left. When she left the party, the pregnant lady called her and said, hey, I need to meet with you. Let's have breakfast. Mm-hmm. So she came to the house. The people made the breakfast. They sitting at the table. She said, they eating. She said, okay, so tell me what's going on. So she like, nothing. What you mean, nothing? Nothing, I'm good. And she like, no. She like, I know you. Mm-hmm. That little bitty conversation, when I had made you go crazy and leave my party, what happened? She like, nothing. She kept saying nothing. Mm-hmm. The pregnant lady like,
she know it was something.
She like, we best friends. I know. Mm-hmm. As soon as she said that,
she bust out crying.
Crying.
Yeah. So I really know it's something now.
So she like, Mama, what's happening? So she hugged her. She like, what's happening? And then she told her, she like, went to my mammogram. They said I needed an ultrasound.
That's a lot to deal with.
Now I got to breast cancer. She was like, but I'm by myself. I don't have nobody. Aww. And she was like, what you mean? You got me. Yeah. I'm going to with you to the. I'm gonna pick you up. We're gonna go.
Yeah, that would
and whatever.
Yeah, that would be.
And she was like, I don't want you to be like you got your own stuff going on. She like, it
don't
fuck you, my sister.
You could be possibly dying. Yes.
Why would I not be there?
I'm here.
So they went to the specialist, got whatever, and found out she was good. But my thing is, she didn't bring it to her.
Exactly.
She dug for it.
And that would be me.
And
you have to.
I know.
For me,
first of all,
that's being a good friend.
I know Kiki. Kiki don't pop off. Friend. If all of a sudden we somewhere chilling, she pop off. It's something deeper.
It's something.
What did she say to her?
Yep.
It's something deeper. You ain't get mad for that. It's something deeper. What's going on?
Yeah. And my thing was, I would first check with my wife and be like, stop searching for stuff right now, because it's not the time. And then I would say, I'm just saying
they're having those. So you don't know.
I'm telling y'all from my perspective.
If my best friend acting completely out of her regular way, this the time right now, because something is happening.
Yeah.
So, realist squad, I need y'all to chime in on this and let me know what y'all think.
First of all, Matilda and Same Face gonna be the main ones.
Let me know if y'all think that.
You know what we're gonna call this episode? Matilda versus Same Face.
I want to hear. I want to hear somebody else.
Because they for sure.
Because right now, Matilda's mad at DT.
Matilda's gonna agree with us.
I'm pretty sure everybody agree with it. This to me, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong. This sounds like one of them situations where you can actually agree with both sides. Because I know, no matter what y'all saying, y'all can understand where I'm coming from with this. Especially,
why I understand where you're coming from is don't volunteer no unnecessary information.
Yeah. Right.
But it's detrimental No, we gotta talk about it right now. The situation with us and baby girl, that shit could have waited till I had Trey.
For sure.
But
That's two different situations.
But the situation on television, that shit had to be said today.
That's two different situations.
I don't give a fuck if I'm 39 weeks pregnant. Do you think I want her to go to an ultrasound by herself to find out she got breast cancer?
Right.
It don't matter. If she don't have nobody, she don't have nobody. She don't have no parents. She don't have no siblings. She doesn't have nobody.
Look, my ass support all the way around. I was 39 weeks and some days when I went to somebody's wedding. Like, I don't give a fuck.
You
if I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna be
I
there.
was so scared. I was calling her the whole time. Like, you good? You good?
Yeah,
think about when we was like, when I had went to labor with Taz and her and Nar was calling me from fucking Niagara Falls.
Yeah.
Like, you interrupt your life for the people who you love.
Care about.
No, I understand that part.
They was going for my birthday to Niagara Falls at the Wax Museum.
And I understand that fully, but think about, they
was at the Wax Museum. We didn't want to call them because they was at the Wax Museum. And when they called us and I was in the hospital bed, they was mad.
Right. But my thing is this. My job as a husband, a man, a father, a potential father for those who didn't make it past the canal, is to make sure that your life is as stress-free as possible.
So if my best friend die, you're not going to tell me?
Though, right? That's different.
I mean,
for friends. For women and friends is different. Like,
right, and women, and from what y'all saying, women got a different rule.
My thing is, if you're coming from a pure place, like I get what you're saying, like she was not coming from a pure place
at all.
She was coming from a place of hating, and she was coming from a place of evilness.
Evil.
I get it, but the situation that you mentioned it from television, she was not coming from a pure. She was not coming from that place.
She wanted her to name the baby after her.
Yeah, clearly she wanted something else. She had other.
But I said that because she was like, "You could come live with me," and I was like, "What?"
She had different intentions.
She did, so that's different. So you can't. It's not two pieces of pie on that part.
You can't compare.
But my thing is, if my best friend going through breast cancer, she better fucking tell me.
She is right. Even if she thinks she is.
I don't know.
Especially sound by yourself.
First of all, and that's what she said.
Even when you was pregnant, I was like, "Is DTM going? Is DTM going? Is DTM?" Because I was gonna go to some of them appointments. She's not going by herself.
Oh yeah, so
you know what I'm saying. So it's different.
But you know what?
So think about,
and that's the one thing I like.
And I went through a whole divorce.
I got one for you. I got one for you. Remember when we was pregnant and I had the miscarriage right when she was getting married? Mm-hmm. And I said, I don't want to tell her because she planned her marriage. So when she called me and she was like, was you coming to the bridal shower or whatever? I was like, oh, I'm still in the hospital because I had to get my DNC. And she like, wait, what? She was so mad at me. How dare you go through that and not call me?
I was so confused.
And I was like, well, because you planning your wedding and you got your own thing going on. She was like, what the fuck do that mean? So as women, we're different.
And see, to me, that is kind of a different situation too.
But it's not the same thing. You going through something and I'm going through something. But I feel like what you're going through is more important than what I'm going through. So I did that by myself.
But no, I mean, so
she could have been here with me.
Me as a man, I look at it different. And the reason why I look at it different is when you plan a wedding, you're going to do like emotional stuff. Like you trying to get this thing, you want everything to go right. You trying to do this.
So I don't want to steal your shine.
But when you're going through pregnancy. And it could be because of the.
It's the same thing. Like it's not the same. I think that it's not the same.
I would have thought that before Taz, but after Taz, after looking at that whole experience of y'all passing away, I always.
Here's the thing: we went through that with Taz. Terry was 38 weeks pregnant. Mm-hmm. We did not tell her that her nephew and her sister could potentially die. Mm-hmm. We told her so she could be there for us. What's the difference?
To me,
because Taz and Layla only 12 days apart.
Yeah.
And I looked at that differently just a little bit because you pregnant. So my thing was, I honestly want everybody to have their baby at the hospital. Mm-hmm. Like don't let your water break. Don't do none of that. Go to the hospital, get induced because you never know what can happen. That's just kind of how my mind works right now.
Induced in the hospital.
I mean, and the only reason I say that, I say that because.
I'm not staying 17 days at the hospital.
I say that because if her water would have broke at the crib and she'd have went through that same stuff at the crib, she probably wouldn't be here right now.
That's true.
And Taz wouldn't be here right now. But because we was already there, right? And that's what I'm saying. Because we was already there, they was able to pick it up right quick.
Most people don't get induced though. You got to remember that most people's the water breaks.
Right.
So she got induced because you was induced before, right?
And this is when I know.
So
this is when I was about to say.
That's why.
So
most people water breaks already. So we don't.
Which was what can take my water broke.
Yeah.
Right. But that's my thing was.
What I'm saying is, even though we went through that, we didn't block it from Terry. Because she was pregnant with Layla.
Mm-hmm. And so for me,
she stayed at the hospital with me. Her Kiki stayed at the hospital with me while you went to them. Mm-hmm. And Kiki was the one who helped me to the bathroom because, of course, Terry couldn't. But when that lady came in there and fucked my shit up, Terry and Kiki was about to beat her ass.
You gotta explain what that means. You can't just tell the listeners.
She was doing my blood pressure. She was doing my blood pressure, and she was like, "Where your baby at?" And I was like, "My baby at U of M."
That was the worst.
The whole time she's still doing my blood pressure.
She kept saying it though.
Well, what he doing at U of M? And as soon as she said that, I bust out crying. I couldn't even form the words. And then Kiki was like, he got to have some tests. And she's like, well, what test? Like, whatever. My blood pressure ended up being 200 over something.
It was so high.
She blew my vein.
It was so high.
And then Kiki and Terry went crazy on her ass. My mom went out the room and went crazy on the nurse.
She went and found the nurse. I was like, oh, I love her.
Everything went crazy. The whole time, Terry was 38 weeks pregnant.
Right. And so for me, I can't fight that part because this feeling, this emotion that I have right now was developing because of that situation.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't say, no, don't tell her because I didn't have it then.
Right.
I actually wanted her to see this because I'm like, I want you to get induced too because I don't want to lose you off of something that you didn't realize was happening and not a baby, your water break at the crib and the umbilical cord too short, baby can't come through, heart rate racing down, you don't get there in time, both of y'all die. Everybody I see who I know and I have a relationship with, I'm like, look, don't get induced, man. Because I want you to be in front of the doctor. Spirit,
though. Like you protecting them from what we went through.
Exactly. And because it developed then.
What happened with Trey? Nothing. You and the fucking doctor was watching the free throw shit, and he came on out.
You're right, but after
nothing bad happened from her actions.
But think about this: how many people are taking extra precautionaries now because of what happened with Kobe? How many people are who never said "I love you" to another man, like man on man? I hear it all the time now. It's crazy, but man on man telling "Yo, I love you." I get texts from men in my phone like "Yo, I love you." I just want to let you know because of what happened with Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Because now they're like, you know what, life is short. But so when you get that experience, exactly.
But you can't let what happened with Taz 5 years ago cloud your judgment on what happened 12 years ago.
You can, because once you get that experience,
you was mad then, so don't.
I'm about to say, once you get that experience, you like.
What happened with Taz make you feel how you feel.
I'm not gonna not tell her I got cancer because I'm pregnant because she's pregnant.
That's why I'm never getting pregnant again.
Oh,
I'm definitely gonna tell her if I feel like if I got cancer, I think I got cancer. I want her to be there for me, even though I know she
and I understand
be 40 weeks.
Because
pregnant,
you don't think I'll be
who else I'm gonna get it out to? The fuck.
And I understand both.
I
understand both spectrums.
I'm gonna tell both of y'all.
I understand both spectrums 100%.
First of all, I feel like a lot of times I feel like Major never came to me about her depression because I had a newborn baby. I'm so mad at her for that. You could have came to me. We could have worked through it. I don't care about none of that.
Right.
Having a newborn baby, none of that. I don't care about that.
Like that though. Some people.
She could have came to me and told me what she was going through. We could have worked through it.
Yeah.
But because she had that same mentality that you probably have,
they don't want to put
she killed herself.
Yeah.
I would have been there for her. You don't think I would have took her to somebody's hospital? You don't think I would have took her somewhere where she needed to get help? I don't care about her having a newborn baby. I would have been there for her.
Yeah.
You don't think that?
I know. And a lot of times I wish that I was
that's what I'm saying.
This guy.
It don't matter about what you're going through. Yeah. If somebody going through something, first of all, breast cancer is more detrimental than childbirth.
Yeah.
People have babies every day. People don't get their breast cut off every day.
Yeah, and die.
They might not die, but I think they get their breast.
What I'm saying is,
a lot of people die from breast cancer.
I don't care what you're going through. Come to me.
Yeah.
That situation when I was pregnant with Trey, baby girl was wrong. Mm-hmm. She was wrong. She came to me out of an ungenuine place. Mm-hmm. And that's what it is.
And that's
why Major came to me like, call your husband later. Now I'm calling my husband right now. Because she told me to. Major like, no. Because Major was coming from a pure place.
Right.
The other person was not.
And that's the thing. Like, it could be a situation of purity versus impurity. It could be a situation. And that's what it matters. It don't matter the situation. It matters your purity level. It could be a situation of timing. The situation
you talked about, baby girl tried her best not to tell nobody. But it was like bad news after bad news after bad news. She don't have nobody. Her mama dead. Her daddy out of the country. She don't have no siblings. She going through this shit by herself.
Yeah, that's a... So, I guess what we were saying was I need all the realists to chime in on this. Young Matilda, old twin.
Matilda versus same face.
Old save face. I need y'all to chime in. You know what I'm saying? Let us know what y'all would do. How y'all think this should go? How y'all think this should play out? Should you be able to say something? Should you not be able to say something? Should you hold it? You know, it's 2 weeks plus. What do you think need to happen here? And everybody else, chime in. Let us know what y'all think. We want to hear y'all thoughts on this because this is a deep one here. And so when you guys get this episode, it will be Wednesday. And when Valentine's Day? Thursday or Friday? Friday
the 14th.
All right. So with that being said, I'm going to ask the girls a question, and I'm going to start with Kiki. Kiki, what is your favorite Valentine's Day experience?
Valentine's Day.
And if you can't think of nothing offhand, just make it up. They don't know. No. make a nigga look good right now. No, I'm just playing. Go ahead.
Probably getting a break from the kids, getting a room, and getting like rose petals from the door to the bed in heart shaped. Just having a good night, dinner. You know I love to eat. Mm-hmm. So dinner and dancing and good sex is probably mine, which is always good. I like romantic stuff. So if I get flowers and a card and like earrings or something nice, it's always good for me.
So for me,
I like good stuff.
You know, they always say Valentine's Day is for the woman and not the man, and then Sweetest Day is for the man. But I think I enjoy the fact that Katie and I kind of shower each other on a daily basis or weekly basis. Mm-hmm. You know, as appropriate, right? And so, if I think about the best Valentine's Day experience I had, it would probably be one that was before our Valentine's Day baby, which probably made our Valentine's Day baby. I think that was that the Sybaris trip that we had?
Oh, I love Sybaris.
Or was it? So, I mean, so what people don't know is her birthday and Valentine's Day is kind of close to each other. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of hard to determine when. But we done had so many things. I try to shower as much as possible, man.
And then usually Valentine's Day falls on a weekday. So usually you have to work. You know
what
I'm saying?
And then it'd be like that weekend that you do
work something. And then, you know.
Katie, what you think? What was your favorite?
So if anybody brings me flowers, I'm happy.
Katie, what was your favorite Valentine's Day experience? If you can think of one.
My favorite Valentine's Day experience was not that long ago. Probably like 3 or 4 years ago. I was sitting at work. I was working in Royal Oak. And this person walked up to me with this box. And they were like, Happy Valentine's Day, this from your husband. And I was like, okay. So I opened it. And it had a pillow in it. It said, Love is in the air. Had my favorite chocolates inside. And Coke Zero Cherry inside. Like, it wasn't even, like, expensive. It was just, like...
Sweet.
And I was just like, oh, okay. Because usually for Valentine's Day, we don't do anything for each other because our son's birthday is February 16th.
So close, yeah.
So it's like
sweet
most of our money go into his birthday or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it was just, like, simple. And then he, like, mailed it from his job. So it was, like, super exciting. And then my birthday is just, like, 2 weeks after Valentine's Day. And then I came back from work after that, because I went on vacation after that. We like went for my birthday. And then it was like a handwritten letter from him.
Aww.
So that was definitely my favorite Valentine's Day. And I'm thinking that was like 4 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, I think that was 3 years ago.
Sweet.
That was my favorite.
I think I always like the things that are not that materialistic,
Yes.
but more of a thought.
Yeah.
Into it.
Yeah, like to have
I
a
love the
handwritten
thought.
letter.
I love
And then
the
I had a
thought.
card. Oh, the card was also in there.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a pillow, Love is in the Air, my favorite chocolate, which is Linderman, and then a card that was, it said love on the outside, but everything inside was handwritten.
I love it.
So everything was like handwritten. So it was like,
Mm-hmm.
it meant the world to me. Like last year, you sent me like all these flowers, which, for the record, I'm not a flower person.
I love flowers.
I made her become a flower person. She's still not one,
flowers.
but
then it had like that heart thing in the middle, which is still in my truck right now. But that was last year, which it was nice. But I more so like the pillow, because it was so funny, because I kept saying like my back hurt because I sat in the desk all day. So the pillow was like a back pillow. It said love is in the air. So that was more like wow to me than like a dozen roses from.
So for all my fellas that's listening, the best Valentine's Day gift to give your woman is to pay attention to what they're saying.
You don't have to spend that much money.
Like you don't have to spend
Just
money.
Get what they like.
Yeah, pay attention to what they're saying, because they usually say what they want.
Mm-hmm.
You know, inadvertently, they won't necessarily say, "Yo, can you go get A, B, and C?" But they'll say what they're looking for.
Like it's usually earrings. I like heart earrings.
I do need some more earrings though.
For
Shout out to
Valentine's
Day.
I like the heart earrings with the heart necklace.
So,
I'm like,
everybody's not as lucky as
nice
whoever getting
jewelry
something for
store,
Kiki,
right?
who's just gonna tell her.
Because every time I don't have earrings on, Kiki be like, "You still don't have earrings."
Yeah, hey, when we go out, she doesn't have earrings.
So,
I need earrings.
but
Like,
just pay attention.
You're coming
Listen.
to my house, but if we're going out, Katie, put some earrings on.
I need birthday earrings, babe.
There it is. Consider it done. So,
Boom.
with that being said, we don't have a Ask KD this
No!
week, but we do have a Ask RRP scenario. I'm looking at my time here. I'm thinking that either I'm gonna have to cut some stuff out. What y'all think? Should I give y'all the scenario, or should we hold it for next week?
You already said it now, so
Now we want to know.
Yeah.
Now you want to know? Okay.
We're gonna do it quickly.
We go over time all the time, so
We're
we'll
gonna
make
do it
this
quickly
weekend
today.
We do. Okay, this is gonna be a 5-hour episode, y'all. So let's run with
Oh,
it.
they keep listening, Korea.
Right, they in Korea loving us right now too. I love it.
We got so many listeners in Korea.
Shout out! I love Korea. I want to go.
I'm glad they speak English because
Man, they probably got us on Translate though. You know what I'm saying? That's love.
they probably be cracking up.
Right. All right.
Some
So
young ho to y'all.
They trying it so we can hear what Korea is like.
Yeah, some
Here-
young ho.
here is the scenario for the RIP squad. Let me ask the question first to set the stage.
See, this how
Question.
I start off
Question don't
long.
have nothing to do with
This how I be
real
long.
thing.
Go ahead, DCM.
Kiki, you at work. You got a significant other, right?
Okay.
Let's say y'all in this thing strong. You at work. You get sick
Okay.
to the point where you can't drive yourself to the hospital.
Okay.
So one of your coworkers.
Well, I don't really have to do that because our job takes us there. But go ahead.
All right, so you get sick to the point where you
Oh
can't
yeah, she got a
drive.
medical unit.
Well, I
at
got
her
medical
job.
units to take.
Everybody don't have luxury. So you get sick to the point where you can't
Okay.
drive yourself to the hospital, right?
Right. Okay.
So one of your coworkers, who
Okay.
just so happen to be a male,
Okay.
take you to the hospital or the urgent care or to a clinic or somewhere. What's the first thing you're gonna do once you get enough strength to do anything?
And I would text my husband and let him know what happened.
Okay. So
Yeah.
with that being said,
I mean, that's what I would do. I would say such and such drove me to the hospital because I was unable to.
meet me here or
Yeah,
can you
I'm
come?
here.
All right.
Yeah, of course.
KD, you feel the same way?
I said that.
Of course.
I said I would call you or text you and say, hey,
Of course.
something happened.
Yeah.
I wasn't able to drive myself here.
Yeah.
I need you to meet me here.
But my thing is with that, I probably would not have a male coworker drive me.
I mean,
Honestly.
but if you
I
But
said
that's
too.
just me.
Because
like
when
I
you
have a
asked
lot of
me-
female coworkers that work with me.
Right.
So I would not go to a male coworker to say, can you drive me to the urgent care? Because I have plenty of females that work with me.
All right, so I'm on that.
If I'm married at the end of the day, I'm not going to another male saying, because it looks suspicious. Like,
okay, so
I would be like, no, I have plenty of females that drive me here, so I would never get to the male driving me.
So let me ask you this, or let me put it in this perspective.
But that's like if I would have got sick, and it's like female co-workers, and
now nobody else.
The male co-worker that you don't particularly care for.
Yeah.
So let me.
You think I would ask him?
No,
I would walk.
I would walk first.
But here's the situation.
911.
So
I paid $500 for the ambulance.
My nigga,
I paid that $500 for the ambulance first.
You get sick.
Yeah.
The male that take you just so happen to be your manager.
But first of all, I'm calling my husband first.
We can't afford to have nobody else off the floor.
I've gotten hurt at work before where I passed out, and the first person I called is my husband, and he's going to come. I don't care if you're at work or not. You're going to come and pick me up. Yep. And make sure I'm straight. Like, okay. You know what I'm saying? So that would be my first phone call. Okay. So now if he doesn't answer,
I agree.
Then now I go to a female coworker, and then I would say, like, can you drive me to the urgent care? Okay. I would not automatically go to a male. That would be like the last of the last. Like I'm dead and nobody, like I done passed. You know I pass out. So if I pass out and I don't know, somebody say
you know I pass out.
That was the last of the last.
But as soon as I come to, I'm calling my husband.
That would be the first call.
That's like if I would have got sick at custom, passed out in Chris' office, and he got to take me to the hospital because nobody else is around. Mm-hmm. As soon as I come to, I'm calling you and I'm saying, baby, Chris took me, whatever. Yeah. I need you to be where I'm at.
Yeah. Okay, so decipher this situation because I deciphered it one way. I want to see if I'm deciphering this wrong. All right. Okay. So decipher the situation.
Okay.
Individual not passed out. You just said passed out. You put that word in my head.
Because I passed out.
Individual gets sick.
I do pass out.
Hyperventilating, all type of stuff. Can't drive themselves to the hospital or wherever they're going to go. Mm-hmm. Manager says, who just happened to be a male, individual who gets sick as a female. Okay. There were already kind of rumors going around that there was something going.
Absolutely not. Right? I'm going to die first. I'm going to go in and die. Kill me.
There was the rumors going around. First. And, you know, I was fighting the room. I was like, nah, it ain't happening. All right, so she gets sick. He like, I got to take her to urgent care.
Because then making it seem like y'all really fucking around. Like, you got to take your bitch to the doctor.
They don't. No. So they don't go to urgent care. They go to like a clinic, like a CVS type clinic, right? It's on the weekend.
Wait.
Throws me off.
That's not even no emergency.
Wait.
They take your vitals?
She was like shaking and all that, but they take her vitals and all that. They tell her like, okay, it's 9:00. Doctor don't get in until noon. Between noon and 1 is when the doctor comes in. What we're going to do is we're going to put your name on this list.
Oh no!
And you are first on the list to see the doctor when he comes in. No. We will text you 30 minutes before the doctor comes in.
So what they about to do? She already died.
Hold on, listen. No.
She dead already.
They take the vitals. They do everything. They take vitals, make sure she's straight.
That's at 9:00. So the doctor not coming in until 12 or 1. So what's she about to do in between time?
So the 9:00, what they do is they check your vitals, make sure you're not. It's not a 911 thing.
She dead.
If it's a 911 thing, they tell you to go to the hospital. Okay. If it's not a 911 thing, they say, okay, doctor come in between 12 and 1. You can come back here or you can go to emergency. It's your choice.
I feel like there's nothing really wrong with her. She just want to go fuck somebody.
It's your choice. So, they get all the information and they come back to work. The manager is working.
I'm not going back to work. If I passed out, why the fuck would I go back to work?
The manager, your car's still there. You got to go back anyway.
My car always still there. I'm at the hospital though.
So your car, your manager is still working until they get the text. And
who got the text?
I passed out at work before. I know my car was still in the parking lot.
So your manager working.
Got me. I don't give a fuck. My car was still in the parking lot.
What happened, babe?
Go ahead.
So your manager is still working until the text comes through. The sick person is in the office, laying down, chilling, trying to relax or whatever. Come 11:30, a text come through to the manager's phone. You are 30 minutes away from your appointment.
Not even the sick
Make your way back.
His phone?
Make your way back in, right? So now,
This
still
like some suspicious shit, right?
Still no call to the husband that I know of.
Still
because the husband hadn't came. Because my thing is, my wife called me like,
yo. At that point, your husband definitely should have been there.
Yeah, it's 9:00. From 9 to 11:30, unless you work in Chicago, I'll be there by then. You know what I'm saying?
So, work or not, I left work several times.
That's what I'm saying. Unless I work in Chicago somewhere, I'm there. Right? Give me 15 minutes, I'll be there. I don't care where I'm at. Everything 15 minutes away in Michigan. Now, once you cross the border,
that's so true.
Once you cross the border, it's an issue. So,
15 minutes. No police.
So 11:30, they get the text. Yo, make your way back to doctor. You next in line. Doctor be here in 15 minutes.
That's some bullshit.
We're gonna get you signed in and all that.
Husband selling calls.
We got doctors at work, so that ain't
So now it's time for us to go. We're gonna go. The team's still working, but you feel okay. You kind of okay now, so you can drive yourself to the next go back. But I
don't even need to go at this point.
I'm gonna follow you back.
I don't even need to go at this point.
I'm following you back, and we're gonna go together because I want to make sure you're okay.
This sounds like some fucking shit. They don't fuck before.
So my breakdown was, I wonder if she's pregnant. So when I talked to her some months ago, we were talking about her and babies and her husband and all that, and she was saying, I don't want no babies. I'm too selfish. I want to do this, and that, and third. But then she older to an older white guy.
He may not be able to have.
And he might not be able to have baby.
So she's not that old.
Stepping out though.
So I wonder if
that's what I'm saying. It could be possible.
A lot of people I noticed.
I did get sick and passed
out. If something doesn't happen or it doesn't look like it's going to happen, you trick yourself into saying you didn't want it anyway.
Yeah.
But then when it look like it can come to fruition, now you're like, oh, I bet I did want it.
First of all, my brother goes through that all the time.
Yeah. All right.
Bitches be like, oh, I don't want to have kids. I'm good when I having kids. But the thought of having kids make them
wait.
And then they break up.
Maybe I do.
So
it's easy to get baby fever though. You look at baby and be like, oh.
First of all, that happened to your dad.
They so cute.
That happened to his dad. He had a girlfriend at the time when we had DJ. She didn't want to have kids, whatever. We brought DJ to the house. She was like, constantly like, I'll babysit him. So every time we went out on dates, she was like babysitting him, like whatever. And then like shortly after DJ was born, Darren was born. And she like could not get over that baby fever. And the bitch often came up pregnant. Mm-hmm. But we knew it was not his dad's baby because his dad got vasectomy. So she ended up leaving, but she had her baby.
She got what she wanted.
Because the same thing happened with his not this wife, but the wife before that. We came out with Trey, whatever. Then Jamie was like, whatever. And you know what I'm saying? Then before you know it, she wanted to have a baby.
It don't take long.
And now they broke up. Because sometimes you don't want babies, but when you get exposed to other babies, you're like...
And that's what I think happened here. But we still don't know for sure. But what I still think is, I think that they didn't been messing around. And I'm like, oh man, the rumors were true. I think they've been messing around.
It sounds like they've been messing around from what it was saying anyway.
Because the day after the situation,
you're not doing all that extra shit just for your employees.
The day after the situation,
nobody else.
Yeah.
I mean, so
not to that point.
And I kept trying to, think of things on my own. He didn't take nobody to the doctor, but he did come through like in the middle of the night for a couple situations for some
employees. Not a doctor.
But it might not have been just an employee, it might have been more on a friend tip instead of an employee tip. But
different.
It was a personal tip.
Yeah.
Not on a employee tip.
But I'm so
he kind of went out the way.
I watched. So now once you get on game, you start looking now, right? So I'm looking at the day after. She came in, she was feeling better, everything was good. Okay, got that baby together, right? That's what I was thinking in my head. I ain't say it out loud because I didn't want to make her feel a certain kind of way. But when it was time to go the next day, I was looking now and I watched her say, yo, I'm finna leave. And I watched him say, okay, and then walk her to the whip. Or to the office area first and then to the whip. And I was like, yeah.
First of all, he walked to the office area because he didn't want y'all to see her walk him
through
out
the door. Yeah.
So like, the way his job is set up, if you go out the side door, everybody in the warehouse can see you. But if you go where the offices is at and go out the front door, nobody can see you. And that's what he did. He probably didn't even walk her to the office. They probably went through them doors and then out the front door. So y'all didn't see them walking out together.
That's what I said. I was like, oh. So that was my breakdown. Y'all got the same breakdown?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I wasn't tripping on that.
Yeah.
So
yeah, something going on.
That's a reality situation.
My thing is, if I go to
there.
the hospital and I don't call my husband, something's wrong there.
That's
First
crazy.
of all, we know a cheater that fucking call her husband just to say I'm at the hospital, but my friend with me, so you don't have to come.
And not only that, if I'm the husband and I find out that you went to the hospital,
I ain't gonna find out though.
You ain't if you go to a clinic like that, I guess, because you ain't no insurance involved.
This is my thing though.
He probably cashed out $30 to go see this.
It's always insurance.
Whatever.
That's what I'm thinking about. Thinking of a normal person. If you hyperventilate to the point where you can't talk, you can't breathe, why the fuck am I gonna take you to CVS?
That's what I'm like.
That's what you know what? And I've been here all my life, and I never knew you can go to CVS to see
I
a
never
doctor.
knew. I
knew you could get shot.
No,
right. But I never knew you can go to like
CVS has something called a mini clinic.
And that's what it was, yeah.
And you can go there.
I didn't know that.
If something going on, they can like test your blood pressure, test your temperature.
Well, they do have pharmacists who can do that though. So
right.
I guess
because
mean,
most
they
pharmacists
are like doctors. So.
No, most pharmacists have something called a PharmD, which is a pharmacy doctorate. But they're not MDs, so they're not medical doctors.
Yeah, but they get trained on like blood pressure.
Right,
stuff,
so they can take your blood pressure, they can take your temperature, and they can say either one, the doctor has to come because most Walgreens don't have
it's only so much they can do.
But
though.
CVS does have it where MD come once a week, whatever. Okay. But this was funny. How they know that was the day to go?
That's a good question.
So, but at the end of the day, they don't do
major
nothing
stuff.
major.
That's why I'm like, that's not major stuff though.
The fact that she did not have to go to emergency room or urgent care.
Who doesn't go to urgent care? Who the fuck go to many clinics or whatever it's called?
Like, took that pregnancy test. Her ass pregnant. She hyperventilated because she said, "What the fuck I'm gonna tell my husband?"
But that's how it is. Like when I got pregnant,
she had a panic attack.
When I got pregnant with my first baby, we knew we were pregnant because I damn near passed out. Like taking a shower, I had to get out the shower and lay on the floor. Like I wouldn't have known I was pregnant until then. Like
that's what I'm saying. Like
you know it's something going on. Like
my thing is, some so detrimental where you gotta go somewhere. You're not going to CVS.
All right,
I definitely went to the doctor after that.
Definitely gotta go.
Yeah.
Urgent care. It was early in the day. They came to urgent care.
It was 9 o'clock, so yeah, it was definitely early in the day.
And not to call your husband for something like
that.
That
was the part that really got me.
That was the first person I called when I passed out at work. Like, yeah, I don't know what you're doing, but I passed out at work. I need you to come get me.
We was at the grocery store.
Get me.
He was like, let's say you was still at work, and you passed out. Who would have took you? So I had a friend there. Her name is Tara. I'm like, Tara would have took you. He like, what happened when you got to the hospital? Either I would have. Well, first of all, she had your phone number because she had all my emergency contact. So she probably would have called you on our way to the hospital. But if we got to the hospital, whatever, I would have called you. She would have called you. Whatever, someone would have called you.
That's my thing. And I'm not gonna say that they didn't call, dude. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they did.
Just being, he wasn't there. No,
just playing devil's advocate.
Because guess what?
He would have been there.
Even if I don't like you so much, and somebody call me and tell me something bad is happening to you, I'm gonna come.
All right. So I think so we got that together. So
they fucking.
That's
what we got together.
For sure.
Her ass pregnant.
For sure.
She pissed on that stick. It said positive. She hyperventilated. She hyperventilated because she know her fucking husband can't have no babies. Because what, she at work today?
Damn, sis. Yep.
She was at work today. Good, right?
Damn, sis.
She pissed on that stick.
She already know.
She pissed on that stick. That shit said positive. Her ass went crazy.
Damn, sis.
Homeboy was like, I don't believe in abortion. And she about to kill herself. She better give her that. First of all, word to the wise, abortion is $500.
To start.
Early.
It goes up.
But back in the day, that shit used to be like $250.
Did it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
First of all, maybe TMI, but 2005?
4?
No.
3?
DJ was born in
2,
2004.
1.
2005.
So it started at 500.
Me and DTM had to get abortion in 2005 because we had a little bitty baby. And we're not having no more kids right now. That shit was $250.
Hey.
We was only 5-6 weeks.
What?
Brand new.
So it start at 500 now.
Start at.
Y'all better be careful out there.
If you call,
we can't have no more kids, but y'all better be careful out there.
This was funny.
Neither one of us can have kids. So
this was funny.
My
homegirl called me. She was like, I need you to take me whoop-de-woo. We going this place. And I was like, oh, that's kind of suburban. Let me call the hood. So I called Summit. And I called, what's the other one? Summit and...
The other one.
The one on 6 Mile. Damn, I can't remember the name of it. No, Summit is on 7 Mile. It's another one. But I called.
They both said what?
One said 500, one said 525.
Starting. Ay.
Wow. Man, so that's crazy, man. But
so I know people that had like double abortions. They had 2 kids, twins.
But they still charge the same. They say even if it's twins, they charge you the same.
So you gotta pay one? Oh.
So, all right. So we're gonna cut it there because we are super over. We appreciate y'all listening to the end because there's definitely some tangible information in this episode here, yo. But with that being said, I want to make sure first y'all tune in next week. Y'all tune in next week where we talk about. I got a nice little question about grudge, holding a grudge.
Oh.
So that's gonna be pretty deep, and it's a grudge. It's a grudge, and it's a grudge between friends.
I don't really hold grudges. Okay, go ahead.
So that's next.
Cut them off.
That's next week. So, but make sure y'all tune in. Let me get y'all got any updates and anything for anybody? Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Hope y'all have a great Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day, and don't forget to buy the ugly middle.
So, yep, definitely event update.
My baby birthday, 2/16.
2/16. Wish him a happy birthday on Facebook, on my page, or Katie's page, or Kiki's page, whatever. Make sure y'all tune in. Go get on Amazon.com. Get y'all a copy of the Ugly Middle if you haven't already got it. We got 2020 and 20 party coming up real soon. We got the live recording date coming real soon. It was supposed to be the 22nd. We might have to push back, but we'll let you know. We might push back so we can get a little more promo going on. And then on 4/4, 2020, if y'all not doing nothing and y'all want to hear DTM get on this panel and talk about relationships.
First of all, DTM going to be on the relationship panel.
That's going to be amazing.
So I definitely want y'all to come through, get y'all tickets. There's free wine.
I'll be there.
Free wine. Wine come with the ticket.
And it better be Cabernet.
Right. Wine come with the ticket, and I think it said food too, right?
It said wine and food.
Yeah, wine and food with the ticket. Make sure y'all come through. Y'all location to follow. But 4/4/2020 is going down.
Oh, and me and DTM had an honorary grandbaby born today.
Mm-hmm.
So, LaShawn,
Oh, yeah. That's what I say. Who?
His daughter was born. He is one of our oldest son's best friends since 7th or 8th grade, but he had a little girl today.
So,
on 2/9, she was born at 2/09, 8 pounds 4 ounces 21 inches.
Man, big thing.
Shout out to Nona's Lucky.
So sweet.
You did. So, that's big, man. So I definitely appreciate y'all tuning in to Relationship Reality. This is one of the best podcasts you can ever listen to. If you do not know that, then you should know that. You should be sharing it with your friends and your friends' friends and your family and your relationship. Yeah, everybody. You want to take your relationship to the next level? Bada boom, bada bing. This is how you do it. You know what I'm saying? It's easy. But in the meantime, in between time, let me give y'all the reality message for the week.
Oh shit!
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Your next level requires a new you. So in order for you to get to your next level, you can't be the same person you was in the past. You have to be the next you to get to your next level. So
I love that.
Push yourself beyond what your vision see because you got a little bit more in there.
Yes.
You got a little bit more in there. So
that.
Push yourself to that next level so you can get to that new you and be who you need to be to get to where you need to get to. It's your boy, man, Deontay the Motivator.
Your girl, Katie.
Your hostess with the mostest.
And this is Relationship Reality, and we will see you next week. Peace.
Deuces.